sweaty, then I'm fine. But like if I'm sweating, it's game over. I don't want it.
Mine just tickles my back all the time, and I'm like, I fucking hate this. I hate it. This is the
I
worst.
don't like
I
it.
don't appreciate this.
But like I'm going for maximum like middle school,
Hell
don't know how
yeah.
to take care of my hair. Uh
I'm in that, and I don't like it.
yeah. Oh,
I look at all of my yearbook
oh
photos,
my
and I'm
god.
in that, and I don't like it.
Oh my gosh. At one point, I tried to get a bob in middle school in like 8th grade, but I didn't know
Yeah.
how to style it because I mean, I still suck at styling my hair. So curly girl, went in, got a bob, and they straightened it. And then of course I washed it for the first time, and it was like I look at those pictures of myself and I'm just like, oh my god, what the fuck?
I think I can hear us in the, video on the
Hi.
stream.
Hey.
I can hear us in the stream.
Okay, now can you? Thank God. Okay, well, that was my fuck up for the night. Hopefully that's the worst of it. There we go. Ow! Oh, never mind. Hours without sleep. I'm doing great. Don't worry about it. Thanks for coming to hang out, though. Be back with you in 14 minutes. me either. Fuck it. There we go. I fixed it. I'm really good at OBS. Don't worry about it. Thank you, Ryan. You're not always the only one that mutes yourself. Fun. So hi, this is Trusting Fates. This is the game that I have been working on for a very long time, and the day has finally come. We get to play it. So if you are new here, I am one of the founders of the channel. And it means the world to me that anybody would want to come watch. Thank you for the good luck and such. I really appreciate it. The big things to know tonight, we do stream Loot's cards, and I'm gonna go ahead and drop in that for you. If you are someone that paid for cards for Into the Dark Room earlier this year, and they were never played, you now have cards for they are the equal equivalents in rarity than what you already held. And I just wanted to make sure that everybody felt like their money didn't go to waste or anything like that, so I made sure to put all that in. So if you want to grab Streamloot's cards, please. And if you are someone that plays Streamloot's cards with us, so that way you know what you got. This is a Kids on Bikes stream, or sorry, Kids on Brooms. Same writers. But it is set in a wonderful magical academy that I built all myself, because fuck certain people that wrote books about it. Screw them. So I made my own. Oh no, thank you, Star Drew, for letting me know. I'll mess with that in a minute. And that is kind of the long and short of it. I don't have a ton of announcements or anything tonight. We're just gonna fucking go. So I'll see you in a minute, and please enjoy trailer that some of you have probably already seen, but nobody else.
You did.
Oh no!
It happens. It happens. I hear us now.
Where'd it go?
Yeah.
Are we here?
Where did I go? Oh,
I hear us.
that worked.
Oh, just can't hear you.
Oh, it's
Is it
just
just me?
you.
Mhm.
It's just
Okay.
you.
Cool. Then
Oh, there it goes.
Sammy, somebody did cast silence. It's the fact that I don't remember that I'm supposed to unmute myself. I can unmute everybody else but me.
The number of times I've done that is actually kind of.
God, and this is my first. Full disclaimer: this is my first time stream mastering while I'm GM. Actually, it's my first time stream mastering ever, and I like to do things go big or go home here, which is why the first ever game I GM'd was also live on the internet. I know no bounds. Yeah.
Wait, you have that. What is it? I'm gay, so how hard could it possibly be?
That's me as a person. I'm gay. How could it possibly, how hard could this possibly be?
How hard could this
Give me
be?
a couple of YouTube videos and a few hours, and I can probably figure it out. Putting in new flooring, reupholstery, stream mastering. What's the difference? Thank you guys for enjoying the trailer. I saw your lovely comments about it. It makes me happy. And so my only other note that I said before I was unmuted was that Stardew earlier mentioned that they were afraid they wouldn't buy packs for time before I killed somebody, and I said thank you for knowing my brand, my energy, and how I GM. I promise no one dies today. That I promise. And that is as much as I can do.
Press X to doubt.
I mean, look, none of my players' characters will die today. And that's a promise.
Today.
Today specifically.
So I'm gonna go ahead and start by letting these lovely people, because I wouldn't be able to be stream mastering this right now at all if these 4 lovely people had not said yes to play. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit our fun little cast button that I made sure to make, and you all can go in whatever order. If nobody picks, I'm doing a dice roll. So.
Ooh, that sounds more fun anyway.
Kind of like the dice roll
I think
idea.
you have to. Yeah.
You put
can't
that out in the
dangle
universe,
dice
and how we
rolling in
all were
front of
like,
me.
yes,
Yes,
please.
Hey, Vanessa.
Ah, shit. Wait, no.
This is why you don't want the dice roll.
Damn it.
The game is only rigged against you unless you win.
Hi, I'm Vanessa. Oh man, I suck at these. I am one of the proud co-founders of Femme Gamer Party, and today I will be playing Dareth Gold, who is a bit of a space cadet. You know, just really loves to learn about everything, and maybe doesn't quite understand how like people interaction works. You know, she's not good at peopling. So she's great with animals. As you know, that's totally fine. It's normal. Yeah. And and she is in House Marilyn. Unfortunately, I didn't have any orange to wear tonight, but I think next time I'm gonna try to get some orange on. But yeah, that's me.
We'll go backwards. So Hina.
Oh, hi. Wait, hold on. I gotta do it funny. Oh, hi. I've just slapped myself on my dang. And this is how I loosen everybody up.
This is so good.
Hi, I have chaotic energy. Hi, my name is Hina. I am a dungeon master over at my own channel, twitch.tv/GMHina, where I play a lot of different games. Like, I have 2 homebrew settings, one of Will Branch High, which is our Monster of the Week game, and one in the World of Briderra, which is my D&D 5e game. And I am playing Cera Silverleaf, who is definitely me, but let's add more rays of sunshine. Like as many as
possible.
Freaking possible.
I know, right? More?
Don't give me that. But also I'm chaotic. I love having a good time, and I'm here for these cozy cottagecore vibes. So that's why you can see my lovely Silverleaves, which I'm not used to them, and my ADHD wants me to keep doing this move constantly. But that's me.
Candace.
It's like,
Hi, I'm Candace. My pronouns are they, she. I'm playing Sybilline Brunson, the Reluctant Oracle, also they, she. You can find me around the internet doing things all of the time.
many things.
Shall I use my mouth to speak? Hello.
Please do.
My name's Trout. My partner Adam and I make Trixie Wizard comics, and you can find us all over the internet at Trixie Wizard. Today I am playing Vole Kaigan, who's also in Marilyn. Also, bit of a social pariah. Doesn't really have the best track record of making friends or meeting people without leaving a very bad impression. Vole's pronouns like mine are they and them. They are doing their best and they've seen too much, and their eyes, which don't blink a lot, will attest to that.
And then there's me. Hi, I'm Mallorie, and I'll be playing anyone and everything else for the entirety of this campaign. And I just and I write and I produce and I do a lot of things that make me get no sleep, but they make me happy, so I think that's okay. And we're gonna go ahead and get started. So for the four of you, you have all been a long time. You are 7th, 8th, and 9th year. And that means, sorry, 6th, 7th, and 8th years. And so that means that you all have been, when all of you so if anybody would like to see that letter, it will be down. It is a small, just handwritten letter, for the most part, from Headmaster Wesley J. Watt, who has been over the school now for years. It seems you celebrated a couple of terms ago. He definitely doesn't look like he should have been teaching here for 80 years, but that's a whole other story entirely. So as you all have kind of grown after years, today is the day that you go back for your last term of the current year. This term is what would hold exams, which for Briddera are called fate. And so it's kind of a high pressure, high energy time, mostly for kids that are just ready to move on to the next set of classes. Some that want more than anything just the top 5% fates exams, or just about anything else. Just at this point, most are tired of their professors, assignments, anything like that. And a new year means start, but you have about months or so to survive. Today, the doors open up. There. Now, because I know that you all know that, I provided a handbook full of world building things they cast, including their welcome letter that they would have written, but also including this fun set of. These are engraved on the door that they will need to pass in to Briddera again. Now, the rule is that the door they need to pass through always be a common door. It won't be one that you have to search very hard to find. Normally, it's in your home or in like another place that you are in very commonly. But for now, we start the morning of 20, and there are approximately 6 hours. We are going to with so I would love for you to describe their looks to me, but I want you to like have the full understanding of where you are while this is happening. So you are currently standing in the middle of a battlefield. There are screams all around, but they sound very different. Like you can see everything in front of you. Sound is miles away. Every face in front of you is almost like a smeared painting. Like if you took a realism painting while it was still wet and ran your hand across it, all of those colors fade and smear, and nothing is. So what do you think that you would be doing standing in the
Is this a matter of how I got there or what I would be doing now that I'm there?
What are you doing now that you're there?
I probably take out, I have a moleskin that I keep on me at all times, just in like the pocket of my coveralls or whatever I'm wearing that day. I think I'd probably take it out, jot down some notes to try to like jumpstart my memory to see if I can figure out like where in time I am, if it's historical or not. And then maybe duck if somebody comes near me.
Make me a brains roll. Your DC's. I don't think. 7.
Do your worst.
DC is 12. And everybody starts with 3 adversity tokens. So if you need up to 3 help, you have it.
It's an 18.
God damn. Yeah, that is perfect. So what is happening in front of you looks a lot like books that you've seen. This battlefield seems to be of the war that happened on the school. Gosh, it'd have to be over by now. So essentially, as things are kind of moving through, the only things that you can tell are that on some of the people that are around you, but not all, there is the school crest on the robes, just like the robes that you wear every day. They also, some of them have like a small jeweled band. It's about the size of a quarter, and they're all different colors. Ones that you have seen professors wear to signal what house they are in charge.
I think, is there somebody I can talk to? Like, is there someone close enough that I can approach?
If you can certainly try. As you kind of try to go up to somebody, you pass through.
Dang. Do I have my broom?
Yeah.
I think I hop on my broom and kind of kick off to get high up so that I can see, like, kind of survey the area and try to figure out like how I can get the hell out of here. It's very interesting here, and I'm very nosy, and I want to know what's going on. But at the same time, if I can't talk to anybody, then what are we doing here? So I pop on Dreamlight and I kick off and I look around, trying to see, like, is there anyone that's also caught in this hologram or memory with me that doesn't belong here that I can see?
Doesn't seem to be. Everybody that you see has that face smear, and no one else is anyone you can.
What is the smear made of?
You can't really tell. Like, it just looks like, almost like if you were trying to remember it, like everything else is clear, but the faces are very foggy.
Okay. Oh, man. I think I try to pinch myself and see if I can wake myself up.
As you do that, you bolt straight up in bed. I was wondering if you would actually go to that. Yeah. It is literally written in the notes of like, this is what this is. Let's see how long it takes. So as you do this, what does your room look like? Like, what does Sybilline sort of encompass in all of this?
Oh man, Sybilline Brunson's room is a spectacular disaster. The bed is like a queen size bed, nothing too big. There's all kinds of like fairy lights strung up that have been modded to flash like their house colors. They've got like little like banner, like tenant banner like flags and stuff, little tenant flags everywhere that have like little bears on them and stuff. And then there's like some bands and video game and movie posters that are kind of all over the place, both from the magical and non-magical world. Lots of pictures of the two of their dads and themselves. They're kind of like all over different places that they've gone together as a family and places that they've traveled before. And then like a workbench that just has, it's like half workbench, half vanity, that like pretty much all the action goes on there. And that has like their wand and like a bunch of other kind of bric-a-brac type things. And I imagine their broom, which is an ebony handle with golden bristles, is standing in the corner, kind of leaned up against their bookshelf, which is overflowing with books and scrolls and papers.
So are you the type of person who would have already packed to go back to school very last minute?
Oh, no. Hauling ass right now. There's definitely some cases and stuff there, and they're like freaking out, looking around. They have maybe like one box packed, and it's full of books. The most useless kind of packing in the world. And they're just like...
We've all done
I
it.
hate it.
I resemble that remark. So in life, that's just me. So like, I think they like shoot straight up in bed, like take stock of their room, realize that they're back to their life, and then like look at the alarm clock. It's definitely late in the morning, much later than a regular person would wake up, and then they have to just kind of tear through this mess to find all of the shit that they're bringing with them to school. Yeah.
Because you said that, I'd like a roll about it, just to see if you can find everything. I will absolutely make you roll your own narrative. Side note. Yes, brains. But everything. I don't want to use brains all the time, but it makes sense, and I know that's your highest die.
You can use flight if you want to talk about how fast I am.
No, I have ideas for flight for later. I won't overuse that in the beginning.
Oh god.
Go ahead and make me a DC at 10. Don't look super happy about it.
I got a 1.
Hooray!
Okay, so this is fun for me.
Starting off strong.
Those that may not know, in Kids on Brew, the rule, if you beat or DC, yes, if you beat a DC by more than 5, that's a great. If you fail a roll, that's below. If you are below by more than 5, that's like a great failure. And what's lovely about this system, I get to know. And sometimes I even get to narrate your successes. I think with a 1, because you only literally have 1 box pack, it probably, you definitely can find the books. The only thing you packed is books. So your textbooks are all there. Robes, not so much. That you are having a finding. Your broom is by your bed. That one, totally fair enough. A broom is big and hard to miss, and also hard for you to hide. Fun though. Right. Yeah, that's the problem right now. Is your familiar around and helping you, trying to find anything?
I imagine that. Yes, I imagine that I have called. I mean, so my door is usually cracked so that Amity can go in and out. Because like she's friends with my dad's and stuff too. Like she's a member of our family. So like I think my family probably has a dog that is not a familiar, just like a holdover from the non-magical world. That's just the dog. And Amity is best friends with the dog. So I think Sybilline's like, Amity, please, Amity, come help me. We have to leave. We have to leave right now. We have to leave. And I need your assistance because I don't know where I put anything. So could you help me find my stuff? My wand. If I had my wand, I could like do a packing spell maybe. Maybe.
Another roll for me. I'm good. +2 to Amity. And the DC for this one, because you're now only looking for 1. As like a big group, I'll just
13.
Perfect.
Well, +2, 15.
Great. That's a greater success. You find your wand very quick. And in the middle of all of that, Amity has also come across your ropes by accident, kind of like nosing under everything that she can get a hold of, and is like, it's not here, and then ducks under your rope, like, oh, they need those. And so kind of drags them over to you, and your wand was underneath. Fine. So now you can have everything back up in boxes. Lovely. While you're away packing, obviously Amity is by your side and help. Amity now knows that a very fun time. Finally go back to magical school. All the other familiars are, so she's back with her. And while we jump, go ahead and cut to Dara. So are you, now I have to ask this question to everybody. Are you someone that
Oh no. No. No, Dareth is the kind of person that has everything laid out like a week beforehand and probably puts everything in like individual bags. So, all of her like robes are in one bag and all of the underclothes are in another bag and all of the like casual clothes are in another bag. The shoes are also in like separate bags that like keep them from getting dirty, like getting the dirt on other things. And textbooks go in a like a specific order in the corner of the trunk. um they have everything very much like ready to go, and they've been changing out t-shirts like I don't know, maybe I don't want to pack that one, maybe I'll pack this one instead. No, so they've literally for like a week and a half before this have had everything ready to go, except they've just been making like game time decisions about I don't really know if I want to bring my like NASA shirt with me. Maybe that's too nerdy. Maybe like they'll know what it is. Let me bring something else. I'll take plain blue instead.
So I will ask, is Morel anywhere? Do you keep Morel indoors?
Most of the time, no. He like hangs out at their window, and kind of comes and goes as he pleases. But she can communicate with him on a certain level, so she's not really worried about it.
All familiar have a telepathic connection to a lot of sense. So as you go and pull another teeth out, and maybe this not Morel, who is your beautiful barred owl, all these shapes, comes over to the window and notices like cracked open. I mean, if you do, but he just sort of pecks at it and is almost like trying to communicate to you that, like, definitely not. Like, don't.
Fine, I guess. What do you think? This guy or this guy? This one?
Kind of cocks his head to the side and points at the one on your left.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that one's nicer. Well, I mean, it doesn't have a logo, so nobody can judge me for what it... Well, whatever. It's fine.
He
packs it up
head,
like real tight.
He like looks at you and then does like the 180 spin. Like all like 360 all the way around, and then just kind of like narrows his eyes a little bit, like kind of being like, self, don't let them judge you. I will judge you when you say shit like that, but like don't let them judge you.
Listen, I'm doing my best, okay? It's not easy being a teenager. Not that you would know, because you're like 4. I'm sorry, that was mean. And they like pack away their t-shirt.
With that, he'll like come inside and hop up on one of your boxes and kind of continues to watch you pack. Like the one thing that Dareth brings them to school that is like not a required item or anything, but is just something that Dareth chooses.
So they have like a backpack that they wear everywhere. That's kind of like it's not big. It's a canvas drawstring bag, but it's got like a hori and a little compass and a little like pocket knife, and just and like little vials in it. And she tosses that in her bag, and it's like very unobtrusive. And she'll normally keep it in her like book bag with the rest of her books, but she like doesn't really want people to see it because it's something that they'll take when they like go out, maybe when they're not supposed to, and collect things that, don't worry about it, it's fine. You don't need to know.
As you on because this is time to even.
Oh yes. Oh gosh. This listen. Your boy is prepared. Like they have been like you know how if you don't like do the thing 10 hours beforehand, you won't do it until like the second before it's supposed to get done. That's Dareth. And so they have done all of the things many moons beforehand to make sure that everything is like ready to go. They know where that parking spot is. They know where to find that lot.
Perfect.
So yeah, they have definitely like they've found the door. And now honestly they're probably looking at that pocket watch like okay, well, you know, actually I should organize these alphabetically. And then they're going back and going to their books and like reorganizing the books.
Absolutely love it. Fantastic. So as you go to organize your books for the millionth time, can you make me the quickest check? It's no big deal. I wouldn't worry about it.
I do.
It's
I do
gonna
worry
be just gonna call it grit. You don't need to know why it's grit. It's just grit. Don't worry.
Well, that's a D12 for me, which makes me happy because I don't get to roll D12s a lot because I don't play a lot of barbarians in D&D. So let's see. Oh, I'm gonna use my B dice.
Oh, the bees.
Okay, that's a 7.
Okay, yeah, that's not bad.
No, 10. Oh my god, that's not a 6. That's a 9. Okay, so that's
Okay.
10. I'm sorry.
That is better. It's not 5 above, but it is better. As you look at your pocket watch to like kind of check your time before you go, the 12 is not a 12 anymore.
What?
Right now, the 12 is just a circle. But from this morning when you checked it, it was a 12. It's always been a 12.
Oh boy. Oh, I don't like that at all. Morel, does this look funny to you? I show it to the owl.
He like pecks at the box that he's on twice, which for you all means.
Oh boy, that's probably not good. Okay, what can we do about this? Does that mean I need to go now? Oh man, I wish this came with instructions. Man. So Dareth being Dareth is probably going to go ahead and just slam the trunk shut and be like, I'm gonna assume that this means I need to go now and go to the door.
You can go to your door. The one that kind of popped up is the door that sits in between your like living room and kitchen, like just this open doorway. There's no door on it at all. The symbols are like carved into the side of the door frame. So the minute that you walk through, those will go away. No one will ever be able to tell they were there. But for you right now, the door, like that door frame is just the door. There is nothing special about it. It's definitely not that the door's open yet.
Okay, so that's not it. Is it possible that she can try to do some kind of like divination or
Absolutely.
something to figure out what that is, what this means? What does it mean?
Yeah, go for it. You tell me what you want to cast, and I will tell you what is.
Oh boy, I apologize if there's something that's like specific to this, but I really just want to try to like divine. I want to try to understand what this symbol means in the place of the 12. So I don't know exactly what that would be.
Actually checking your. I do know.
Oh fuck.
Going all the way out. I will let you choose. You can either roll brains or grit.
Man. That's gonna be grit. Okay. 11?
That'll work. It's not a great success, but I will give you something.
Okay.
You know that the like circle that sits here, there's like almost like an outer ring to it. resembles like almost a like not complete version of the stained glass window, the big stained glass window with the crest in the middle of it, that hangs in the hallway that all the students. If you would like a visual reference. But it is that
That's
it is
beautiful.
just that the thank you. It is just that the outer ring is the only part that's there, so it's really hard to tell what it is. But you've stared at this thing so many times at this point, so many.
Okay. And would that mean anything to them? Like, do they like think this and see it and are like, oh wait, now I kind of understand what's going on, or they're just like, what the fuck?
You've never seen it on like an arrival day. It definitely is not that it is like a today's the day sort of thing. It's
Today's the day.
Today's the day.
Sorry.
The GIF I sent all of you today. It is not that. It is definitely something that has not happened to you before, or if it has ever popped up, it's not been at a time where you needed your walk, because you really only need it for like specific school events and arrival.
So, Dareth, realizing that and kind of understanding a little bit more what's going on, or at least what they're seeing, is going to take a deep breath, put the trunk down, set Morel on the trunk, sit on the couch, and be like, okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna wait, and we're just gonna make a note of this. And she's gonna pull out a notebook and like jot down her thoughts and feelings, because there's a lot going on in there right now. Also, I would like to say that I think that, as an aside, I think that it would be hilarious if this is the only internal room in her house that has a mezuzah on it, so that like the mezuzah is like pointing the way to the school. Like obviously there's one on the external door because there's one on everyone, but like this is the like there's one on this door, and that's like where the runes show up because it's like pointing the way to, yeah. Anyway, okay.
1000%. Yes. And your family has completely set it up that way, because 9 out of 10 arrivals, this has been the door. And it's mostly so like siblings or family members or whoever's over does not accidentally try to step through it. It's not the worst when someone that is not a Briddera student tries to step through the doorway at arrival time, but it maybe isn't the best. So this is sort of their way of being like, hey, on certain days at certain times, you can't walk through here. There is no other way to the kitchen. You're gonna have to deal with that for like an hour, and then it'll be fine.
And they just like touch it every time they go in for like good luck.
It's just a lovely little reminder from your family. Great. Because Dareth has now finally decided, okay, it's couch time. I'm just gonna journal for a little bit and figure this out. We are gonna pop all the way over to Cera Silver, who lives a bit differently than everybody else. What does her house, or wherever you think you are waiting about 2 more hours until arrival time?
Cera definitely has a very large room to themselves, and it's one of those, like, it would probably be really like Rococo and a whole bunch of other things, but that's not Cera's lifestyle, and that will never be Cera's lifestyle. Instead, any like Rococo furniture or fancy furniture that their parents have given them has been now covered with blankets, and they have made a pillow for it, 100%. The biggest one, that was their goal, to make the biggest one as possible while they were packing. They have finished packing, so now they're just like decorating their lovely pillow fort as best they can. And they're also definitely the type that when they packed, because I just want to make sure I put this in there. When they packed, they made sure to include things for their besties 100%. So like anything that they might have forgotten or anything that they would enjoy or love, they're just that type of person, very much mom friend. But right now they are just kind of like in this pillow fort that they've created with like little like fairy lights everywhere. fidgeting a little bit and just kind of like taking deep breaths and centering themselves a little bit while they make sure they go through their list of everything that they needed, as well as kind of like making sure that they went through their list of their siblings and their nibblings, any of their family members that they wanted to give any like goodbye things to for the time being while they were going to be away at class. So they're going through those lists right now, kind of chewing on their pencil a little bit while fidgeting, and just sitting in that little center of that beautiful little pillow fort that they've made, that they're a little bit bummed they're gonna have to tear down, but also they're probably not gonna tear it down because their nibblings are gonna be upset if they did that, so they're gonna leave it up.
So you are like kind of surrounded by these things. There is a small bag that was like left by your door, probably very early that morning by someone that one of your parents sent to drop it off to you, because they're a very important family here. They have a lot going on, so they usually say goodbye to you the night before, and they head off at arrival day. So someone has dropped this bag off for you, and on it is a note that just says, "We really thought that you would like to have some for every house color just in case." And so it's like a bag of all the extra things you want to bring your best friends. But it is definitely an excess, like way more, and like you have a lot of friends. Not this is not unusual to have a lot, but they have maybe gone with one for half the school at this point, and just like every color of house. So you're you can always feel like you have the thing for somebody. Your parents have always been very supportive. Like, well, she wants to be kind and friendly, and those are wonderful things. So let's start with that as far as we can, and hope it never changes. And it never has. So they've been doing great. So as you kind of sit and fidget and get ready for your day, I assume probably have your.
Oh yeah, Scarlet is totally lounging on one of the pillows and just kind of vibing and relaxing. Because there are moments where, of course, Cera recognizes they're a little bit too much, and so they're like, time to just chill for a second. And so this is one of those moments where it's just time to chill for a second. And Scarlet definitely knows those times and loves those times, 100%.
Do you think you have everything packed? Is Cera the type of person that would forget like one thing, or are they?
It would probably be
for a month.
It's probably that anxiety of forgetting the one thing that causes them to go over their list at least multiple times before saying that they're finished. And when they say they're finished, they go, "Wait, what about that one thing I needed? No, I think I got. No, wait, did I get? No, I think. Wait, not yet. No, yeah, I got that." So it's one of those kind of vibes, 100%. I'm causing panic. I can tell.
We're doing great. My camera is so panicked that it blurred me out for a second.
But that's definitely what Cera. So Cera, of course, will like look over the bag of things and kind of like start kind of mentally saying like who it would go to and what like that. Like, oh, Vole will definitely like this. Oh, wait, what if they like this one though? 100% one of those kind of movements going on, and they don't really think about themselves and what they need more than the other people and what they would want. Versus, I mean, their needs, of course, they're trying to practice to give themselves more priority in like the things that they need, but that's been a struggle for Cera, 100%. So the whole they them 100% has been difficult because this is the first year they're trying it out. So when other people still say she her, they just go yep, and then they're trying now, of course, because I think Scarlet also is trying to make sure they know, you gotta stand up, it's okay, they're not gonna be mad at you.
With that being said, if you look at your Briddera handbook, like if you've looked at it even since you left last term, the minute you decided that you wanted to use they them completely, all of your information in your Briddera handbook has changed. And all refers to you in with they them pronouns instead of what you used before. So all of that has already been taken care of, and you know that means that has been updated to all professors and things pretty automatically. Things like that, the school is very good about keeping tabs on. It's not something that they would ever expect you to report through your windowsill or anything like that. So all of that is taken care of. When is the last time you looked at your handbook?
Probably last night, in preparation of like getting those lists together to make sure, like, again, that they have everything that they need. So probably last night.
Okay. Cera does strike me as someone that would probably be like very up on like who faculty members are and things like that. Your family's super important. Most of the faculty your family probably knows fairly well. And so what I would like to now show is we have our faculty members in the handbook, obviously. But what you have now noticed is there are 2 new names in the book, along with their pictures. Isla and Adara Breville are new to faculty this term. They have never been at the school before. You don't recognize the names, even from what you have gone to with your parents, like the fancy events that they would take you along to. Both of their names are brand new, and definitely not any that you have heard.
Okay. Cera would definitely like look over them multiple times, and of course like do their best to like pronounce the names and like just start practicing a little bit, and also like reading over the bios multiple times to just make sure that they, you know, make the new faculty feel welcome as much as they can, because they're definitely one of the welcome wagon kind of people, but also like is just excited to meet new people as well. So they're a little bit thrilled about that. They're jazzed.
You do notice beside their pictures, there's always their token of what house that they are in charge of. It is normally a gem. It is a gem that they always wear on their robes, as well as it is in the handbook. So when they do bring in new faculty, students of that house will know automatically, like, this is my new house leader. While neither of them are in charge of Palomore, they are in charge of Marilyn and Yexari, which is where your friends are.
Okay, yeah, they're definitely excited about that for their friends. Like, oh, new faculty for them. That's exciting. Oh my gosh. Oh wait. Ooh, I wonder if they have more information. Oh, what if they? Ooh, and then like all the things start moving in their head a little bit, and then they were like, oh, I gotta calm down. Oh God, I gotta go calm down. So they're just like throwing themselves down again. The excitement just kind of went over, and they're like, wait, whoop, no, gotta calm down. Take deep breaths.
Perfect. Is there anything that Cera would want to do with their last, like, hour and a half, probably, until arrival time starts?
I think Cera has this little this little bit before they have to go to school where they invite their siblings and nibblings and just like the closest bits of her family or their family to come in and just kind of chill with them a little bit and just kind of like give them little tiny trinkets to, you know, lessen the goodbye.
As you sort of start that process of like calling everybody in and like everybody getting settled and you like starting to pass out things, we will leave Cera to that like last moment to be with her family. And we will travel to some place that is a bit different. Instead of our camera like going to zoom over a house or an apartment or into a bedroom, we find ourselves now in an abandoned like train yard, like a railroad yard, where a lot of times they take trains that are put out of commission, they deconstruct them for parts, that sort of thing, and we find a student named Vole that is sitting in a boxcar. So if you would not mind to talk about what this place maybe looks like to you.
Yeah, I think that this train is newly decommissioned. Vole hasn't been here long. It's not been lived in long. They've been traveling around a lot. To one side, there's their suitcase. There's a little blanket for their little Pomeranian, Eddie, familiar, who's sleeping on the blanket on top of the suitcase. There's just a little den of whatever soft things Vole could find in one corner of the boxcar. And I think presently, they are laying on top of the boxcar, looking up at the sky, writing in their journal.
Is Eddie with you?
Eddie's sleeping on my suitcase, but he is wearing my little pocket watch because he always knows where I'm supposed to be and when.
That's lovely. Eddie wakes up just for a second and kind of like saunters over to you and paws at your leg long enough for you to pay attention. For arrival days, which this is almost your last one. You're on year 8 at this point.
I think 8, yeah.
Yeah, you only have 2 more years until everything is done. But this has sort of become your signal of like, hey, we have an hour. So with your last hour, does Vole have everything they need to kind of be ready for their trip?
Vole has what would fit in the suitcase, and anything they're missing, they accept getting yelled at and hope someone will help them out. They grab the last jerky stick they've got between the two of them and feed it to Eddie to make sure he eats. And then they just continue writing in their journal about the birds in the sky that don't know them and won't remember them, but they'll remember them. And then they flip to the front page of their journal and read, "The train knows where I need to go, but I know who I need to be. And I assume the door is close."
That is the question. So have you tried to find your door yet?
Yeah, I've been riding the rails this entire time, trying just to figure out what feels right. What basically just jumping to different lines with Eddie, spending all of our time just traveling around the world, or the country rather, until something kind of feels like it's the right direction, something changes on the watch, and magically just kind of watching the stars and seeing if anything feels like it's pulling me anywhere, if that works for you.
That works perfectly for me. I would like you to roll a grit check for me. Your DC is going to be 8. I don't remember off the top of your head what your grit die is, but I will take this moment to remind everybody that in a just standard action in this game, you can always take the half. So if you have a d20 in grit, and my DC I give you is an 8, and you have a 20, you can just tell me you're taking the half, and you get a 10 automatically. It won't give you the greater, but it will guarantee you a success.
Great. My grit die is a d10, so I'm pretty sure I've got to roll this guy.
Yeah. I honestly could not remember. I was hoping it would go by on the slideshow while I was saying that, so then I could look.
I only rolled a 4, so
Okay.
probably gonna have to do something to help myself out.
Yep. Do you have any bonuses to grit?
I have a magical bonus to grit when I'm specifically protecting myself and my friends. Then I have a +6 to my grit rolls.
So good. Does that 4 include your 1?
Oh, include my wand? Let me see. Oh, sorry, then that would be a 5.
Okay. I will
My mistake.
remind you, if you would like to succeed, you have 3 adversity tokens. It would have you use all of your adversity tokens up, but there are stream loots cards for that, and anytime you fail, you earn. Speaking of which, if any of you have failed anything yet, please give yourself an adversity token in the spreadsheet.
I think I'm gonna take another token, and instead, I know that it's time to find the door, and still, I kind of, like, guiding star for me is I'm where I'm supposed to be, so I'm just gonna go find it. So Eddie and I are gonna pack up, and we're gonna take a turn about the train yard.
Sweet. All right. So now I'm gonna ask you to make a different roll in its place.
Sure.
I'm gonna make a roll first, actually.
Good deal.
This feels good to me. Okay. As you get down off of the boxcar that you were sitting on the roof of, you know that this particular railroad yard that you are stationed in at the moment has like 4 rows of trains. We're gonna make this a sort of special situation snap decision.
Okay.
Because you're on a clock. You're on a longer clock, so this will be multiple rolls, but you're on a clock. You technically do not have to step into the door at arrival time. It has to be within the hour, though, and this is a pretty big place. So I would like from you 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Just pick a number.
Just pick a number.
I'll take 4.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a grit roll. Your DC is going to be... It's going to be 9.
Ooh, toughie.
Yeah.
Is there
Or
anything
if
I can do? Can I magically assist myself at all?
If you would like to try, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm specifically going to try and find anything that feels a little out of the ordinary. This door is going to be affected by magic. I think I'm pretty sensitive to that. So I'm going to take out my wand and I'm going to hold it up in place of where my missing left ring finger is. And I'm going to kind of like feel the magic channeled through the wand. And I'm going to like put a hand to the ground and feel if anything feels similar, kind of a ley line sort of check. Is there any sort of magical sense I can use?
Yeah, I love that. Give me... Because of like how you are so connected to all of this, I would like to almost call that a brawn roll, if you would not mind to make that.
I wouldn't. I think I'm terrible at them, but I would love to. Yeah.
I'll let you make either brawn or grit, because they both very much fit the situation of why you are hopping from train to train.
Great. So for this grit check, can I apply my magic die as well?
You absolutely can.
All right, let's hit that 9, baby. I rolled a 9, so that rolls.
Perfect. Yeah, that's great. You realize that you are definitely in the wrong row. But if you cut through the boxcars, the ones that are open, you can make it definitely over there within like the next 20 minutes because they're pretty wide. But if you can get yourself over there, it's like definitely within the second row somewhere. It's not. It's just far enough away that like you can feel the edge of it, but not exactly what door it might be along that row.
Then I'll just look down at my pup. Eddie boy, clean up time. And then we're gonna sweep out the boxcar. He's using his little tail to help me sweep it out. Just make sure it looks like no one's been living there. And then grab my suitcase, put on my little hat, and then we will go find our door in the next row.
So now, as you're sitting in this row, I will give you a smaller DC to now find it, because now you know you're only looking in one row. I'm gonna make this just a 5. So if you can hit a 5, and you can do grit again, then we will have you find that.
I rolled a 4 with a bonus from the wand, makes it a 5.
Perfect. So as you and Eddie kind of travel down, Eddie sort of finds it before you do. He has been...
That makes sense.
Through all of this. And obviously Eddie has maybe a bit of a different special connection than most familiars have to their owner. So it makes a lot of sense that as you are walking down, and the bits of your pocket watch sort of are ticking by, and you're getting closer and closer to arrival time, you kind of see Eddie sprint up ahead. He's like 3 cars up, and he immediately sits and will not move.
That's my boy. And yeah, just sling my broom over my shoulder, and we got the suitcase in the other hand. And yeah, I'll go see what Eddie boy's doing.
He is just kind of sitting here, his tail's wagging a little bit, and he just kind of keeps looking at you, and then the door that's in front of him, it at the moment looks like it leads to the inside of like a very much abandoned car. Like the wood is like broken and splintering that's inside. It's pretty old. And there is just a lot of dust and cobwebs, and is a reminder almost of the night that you first encountered these trains. But the day is much happier. It's arrival day. It's been many, many years, 8 whole years since that happened now. And, you know, these things are different. Life is different now. The school is safe. The school is one of the safest magical academies in the world. And nobody can get you there, and neither can what was on the other side of that train.
What time you got, Eddie?
He looks up at you, and at the little like pocket watch that usually dangles from his collar because it's not too big or too heavy, it looks like you have maybe 5 minutes to go.
All right, then I am just gonna sit down with him and just give him a scritch and wipe some of the train soot, revealing his white nose, and just take a look at myself and how much dirt is under my fingernails. and realize I should probably get rid of any evidence of this before my friends start worrying. And I'll start just trying to magically tidy myself up to look decently presentable before school.
Yeah, go for it. I'll let you, that's like a really low DC. You've done this a million times by now. You're very used to like kind of hiding what your life is like outside of Briddera. So if you just want to make it brains, literally,
no.
it's like, is that your D4? Am I about to ruin life?
No, don't you worry. My charm is D4.
I'm just gonna make it like a 3, honestly, because it, like I said, it's something you do all the time. Even
Good.
just like around adults and having to get on trains that will actually like travel the country, you have to look like a little bit, you know, cleaned up, or else adults will say things. So.
Yes, exactly. Actually, I just realized it's actually middling is D8 for me, and my dice just exploded. So if you wouldn't mind, I'd
Yeah,
love to
do
roll
it again.
Yeah.
Do it again. I know. Okay, here's my one rule about kids on brooms. I know the book says that you should stop exploding once you hit the like DC, but I think it's more fun if you get like a 30 on this roll. I think that's hilarious, and you can tell me whatever you want. So yeah, you explode as many times as you want.
All told, I got 11 with between the 8 and then a 3.
Yeah. So you like not only can clean yourself up, like all of the dirt is gone. Your hair like looks. It's always in your face. It's meant to be in your face. That's just the style that you have chosen.
Yeah.
But it is like it's combed out. Like it looks like you very much put it there on accident or on purpose, not on accident. It's definitely
like
not
there's
from,
no
like,
hiding.
Yeah.
There's no hiding. They chopped it on themselves with safety scissors, but it looks clean. Yeah.
That's like the one thing that can't be hidden no matter how good at magic you are. It's just like, oh, that's a lot, but okay. Like that was a choice.
They're alternative. Yeah.
They are. So it's perfect. But it's like all like to the side, like very nicely placed. All of your like clothes and things. Are you wearing your robes to school, or are you going to put them on later? You don't technically have to have them on for their first meeting. Like they totally understand that kids usually won't, and they just have you sit in your houses, and that's close enough. Watkins has been like very chill about a lot of things. Like the past 20 years or so, he's really loosened up. So
I think I just take the super huge oversized flannel I wear and tie it around my waist, and I'll put my robes on, like kind of hide how many stains are on the flannel and how it's clearly used for warmth more than anything, and then just put the robes on and just kind of look like, no, I chose this. I'm just, can't be bothered to care too much. I'm just some crappy teenager, totally.
And as you kind of finish all of this, your doorway opens. So for each of the doorways, and as they magically open for each of you at 2:37 p.m. On the dot, it looks immediately like it starts as a ball in the center of the doorway and quickly expands until you can see the traveling hallway in front of you, which is where every student arrives at school. And when we come back from break, everyone will be welcome to step through it, and we will start our term at Briddera. Right at an hour and a half. Timing works out really well sometimes.
Like magic.
Like magic, we will be right back. We're going to take like a really quick 5-10 minute break. And then we'll be back to explore the school itself. So
Yes.
We will see you all in just a little bit.
Hooray! Yay!
patio. Yeah. I've been doing this for like 2 fucking years.
Can I ask I hope this is okay with everybody, and please let me know if you're not comfortable. So my little ferret won't go to sleep unless he can sleep in our dresser. Like, he has to be there first, and then we move him. So my partner was hoping he could just be in the room.
Are we supposed to be
until
back?
he falls asleep, and then he's already listening to the stream anyway. So as long as everybody's okay with it.
bed late, but I do go to bed.
Sleep is good. Sleeping is important.
It's not fine. Sleep
It's
is
not.
important.
Everybody on this call that's like over 30 to 35 years old is like,
Okay.
nah,
I
No.
hear us.
you need your sleep.
I've had a few people
Don't be like us.
a few people shout at me about it, like, Trout, really? Like,
Yeah.
you'll just be so upset later if you don't start sleeping. So
You'll
please
turn,
sleep.
you'll
Yeah.
turn into the finest dust and ash if you
Yeah.
don't get your sleep.
I'm like
Real talk.
80% sure that I'm the oldest person on this call. Like
Let's not play
yeah,
this
like
game.
75.
I don't wanna.
And I'm just gonna say that, like, you need to fucking sleep. You'll regret it. You will. I
And
promise.
you can't get it back.
You can't get it back.
You
Yes,
can't re-earn
you
the
can't
sleep. It's
ever
nonsense.
Get it back.
It just shaves.
I
It just
regret
shaves
those
a month
naps
off
I
of your
didn't
life.
take.
Yep. It just shaves
I
it right
regret
down.
every single one.
Mhm. I used to be like, I only need 4 hours. No,
Oh yeah, totally.
no. Now
The
I'm an
number of
adult and I need
times-
like 10 hours of sleep to function like a regular
Mal, I
person.
think you're still muted on stream.
Yeah, you're right. I was. One day.
The good news is that you
That's
were
okay. I
being
was just
giant
keeping us unmuted so I could hear it. I got you, boo.
Look, at least it was before we got back into the story. It's a really improvement. I'm gonna make a stream deck button about it. That's the only way this is getting fixed. I'll do that tomorrow, maybe. Who knows?
I can help you with that if you need it. I got
Really
you.
wonderful. There's gotta be a way. Oh, actually, wait. I think
I'll
I
help you.
have one. I think I lied. It's not with my streaming stuff. Nope.
Oh.
Never mind. I don't have it. It's to mute something else. Not me. You know. I am so good at this. A fucking professional. Let me let you know.
Consummate
For your-
professionals
hey,
you
here.
see
Real
me?
talk though,
Thank
for
you.
your first time stream mastering, you're doing phenomenal.
Seriously.
I've only
Listen.
fucked up twice, and they were both very small things, and I will take
Yes.
My
that.
shit was
They
so
were
fun
charming.
when I first did it. You're doing phenomenally better than I did.
Mhm.
Your transitions are flawless. You only muted yourself.
Yeah,
Your
I've not
audio
muted
is
you all
good,
once.
Like
Look at me go.
you are doing like
Look at you go.
A+.
Magic.
Going better than I thought it would, and honestly, that is a big win for me after the last couple.
Yeah.
I will take it.
Celebrate victories.
Mhm.
Look, it's all about the little victories. Every day. I'm already on my 3rd bottle of water. Let's go.
Hydrate.
Stay hydrated.
Hydrate
A
or
reminder to
dehydrate.
you all too. Go hydrate.
Hydrate.
Grab. I should have told you to grab a drink during break. Grab it now. It's fine.
I have this can of seltzer and this can of seltzer.
Perfect. I am a beverage goblin sort of person. I have 3 beverages at all times. It's just that tonight all 3 were water because I'm trying
What was
to be a
it? One
responsible
to
adult.
hydrate, one for fun, and one to caffeinate. That's how it
Yes,
is.
that is exactly what it
That's-
is. That's what my desk looks like at work every day.
Yep.
All right. Thank you for checking it for me, Sammy. I messed with it a bunch, and I think I'm finally learning how to do audio. It took a year and a half, almost 2 years at this point, but we got there.
Listen,
That-
audio is the
that's-
bane of every streamer's existence. Like
Oh, absolutely.
across
it
the
is.
board, everyone you talk to, audio is the fucking
Every time. I have taught myself everything but audio at this point because I want to just throw this microphone out a window, to be really honest.
There's no teaching
One day I
audio.
will.
It's the devil.
It's
One day.
It's the
Absolutely
pain
the
and
worst.
suffering of learning audio until one day
Yep.
you're good enough at it to just only have to fight the demon that is in charge of audio problems maybe once a week instead.
Mhm.
All right, let's go back and do this. We are now all of you stand in front of your arrival doors. So you see the traveling hallway, which in Briddera is the longest hallway maybe you've ever seen. And I would like to know, do you immediately step through it as it opens? Or do you wait a minute? You have an hour to step through, so technically you could take all of the time that you want.
Dareth wants to be the first person through because they don't want to deal with any other students. So they're like the first person, don't want to wait in line, don't want to deal with anyone right away, just like it through.
Yeah.
Cera waits a little bit because of course they have to say goodbye to their siblings and their nibblings, and then they'll eventually go in. And especially knowing that people will probably approach them, they kind of have to like, you know, get that like readiness ready. Like they have to get that feeling vibe prepared.
So question though, so for Dareth and Sybilline, do we think that like maybe the reason that they're friends is because they both came through like first?
Probably.
And they were the two people. Yeah.
On arrival
They were like
day.
right there, right at the beginning, and they were like, "Oh, hey,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
too?
definitely.
Okay."
Like,
And
Definitely.
every year, that's what it is. It's just the two of them.
Yes.
Yes.
so fucking.
Yeah, I'm either second or at the same time as Dareth then.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait. Super excited. I feel like Dareth shows up and is probably like really chill looking. Sybilline shows up and there's like papers and scrolls flying out of their bag, and like their glasses are crooked on top of their head. Like there's like twigs in their buns and stuff. They'll have to run through 6 different bushes to get here.
I feel like at this point too, Dareth, as soon as they come through, literally is just like prepared, and as soon as they come through, is like, we're just gonna. Oh,
Thanks. Yeah,
all of these.
I was trying to do my best. I woke up really late. I was today I was only 20 minutes late. So I feel like that's honestly, you know.
Well,
A-
you were
a
very
record.
on time for the door, as always, as I appreciate, but you know, you have papers everywhere, and what is this? Is this moss?
Well, I got like a text message from one of my friends from the non-mage world, and I looked at it, and my dad said you shouldn't text in Broom, but I did it, and I crashed into a bush. But it's okay. I'm fine.
Well, do you know what species this is? Because it's very slow growing, and you took it off of that tree, so maybe when you go back, you should put it back, because, you know,
no.
it's listen, I'm sure it's fine, but, you know.
I don't have time to
just-
go back now. I can't be that. I mean, I'm
No,
already.
you can't go back now.
All right, I'll keep it on my windowsill.
Things to do.
I'll have a little glass on my windowsill. I'll keep it in one of my vials, and I'll nurture it until it dies,
And
or
then
until I go
you
back.
can put it back, and you can grow it, and maybe you can just take care of it for the rest of the summer.
I will try to take care of it.
Okay, maybe I'll take it, and I'll give it back to you at the end of the year. How's that?
That seems like a better plan.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Moss
think
has
that
joined the
sounds
party.
good, too. Okay, well, let's. Oh, goodness gracious! Hey, did you see that we got some new teachers?
Oh yeah, I saw them. They're twins. I gotta know like everything about them.
Dude,
Like
they're
everything.
very pretty.
They're super pretty, and I don't think I can look my lady in the eye.
No? Wait, why? Are her eyes? Is she a basilisk?
No, she's pretty. Oh, Dareth, oh my god.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I know that she's pretty, but wait, I don't understand. What's wrong with her eyes?
Nothing. I have a hard time when someone is like, I don't know, like it's different if you're like a student, but like you're older and like established and probably like kick so much ass at stuff, and I just don't know how to talk to people like that.
Oh, well, I can't look anybody in the eyes ever, so,
Get it?
maybe it's... Yeah, well, oh, okay, yeah, no, I understand. I don't understand.
It's fine. You'll know when we see them. We'll see them in the hall, and I'll say like try to look them in the eye, and you're gonna go, oh no, not today, and then you'll get it.
Okay. I mean, I'll do my best. Well, I need to understand. Do you have notes?
Sybilline blushes.
No, that's
the
a silly
deepest,
question.
like purpley red, and like they like start to take out their like field notes guide, and so you're like, never mind, and they put it back in their pocket. What? Do you have notes? Anyway, we should probably get going. The others are going to be here soon, and like, I don't know, like I just want to get a jump start. I'm so excited to be back at school.
Okay.
Yeah, as you two are finishing this conversation, the hall is flooding with kids. I mean, there's 1 hour. There are about 1,000 students that go to Briddera. It's a very quick turnaround time.
So I have to say that I feel like as Sybil is saying that, like, we need to go. It's because all of the kids are suddenly starting to like flood behind us, and both of us are like, okay, we need to get the fuck out of here because people. Nah.
Yeah, they are literally like flooding in, and there are probably like 100 doors in this hallway. So in theory, it wouldn't take a super long time to get in about 1,000 kids. But in the like hustle of trying to get everybody's trunks taken care of, which you all don't do, they do have like staff that will come in for arriving day and like kind of get everything situated for you, take it to your dorms, all that. You just kind of hand over your tag that's got your dorm assignment on it, and they'll go carry everything away from you. But that is still like at least 100 kids at a time, maybe more, all flooding down this very small hallway to like very long but very thin, so it kind of bottlenecks at some point, because everybody's very first bit of the new day is going to the Grand Hall before everything starts to kind of culminate for the first sort of assembly and great meeting for the term.
I've just gotta say, like, so we've got this like explosion of kids in this hallway, and we cut back to this dead quiet train yard with Vole sitting at the threshold of the door playing a harmonica, and just looks over at Eddie like, "You'll tell me when I gotta go, right? Okay, good boy."
So does Eddie know that he is supposed to, like, how long does Vole normally wait? Like, do you wait until the last minute, or?
I think probably. Also, Vole really just, when Eddie says it's time to do something, experience has told me it's time to go do it. So I just wait until Eddie gets impatient, and then I will go.
Very fair. I think that maybe like 30-ish minutes in, like, and you can see all these kids pass. Like, you can see every bit of it as they each go through and like pass by your open door. They're like laughing and talking and catching up about, their break from term, because you all have been out since like beginning of May or so. You get about a month off in between terms. And they are talking like really excitedly about their past month and what they've done and like the magic that they've like worked on in between, because they're like really determined for Professor Axel to like be super like impressed with their new skill that they work so hard on. And you sit with Eddie and you watch all of this. And about 30 minutes in, Eddie like keeps pawing at your leg, being like, "Okay, can we go? Can we go? Can we go? I'm bored. Can we go? Can we go?"
Okay, come on, jump up. Good
And
boy.
he will jump up for you.
And stow the harmonica, and Eddie and I will face this.
That's probably around the time that Cera will also walk in, the 30-minute mark.
Do you think your doors would be near each other?
That's fun.
I think so. I think that would be cool. I like that. So Cera would probably instinctively step out, kind of like looking around a little bit. And while, they're friends with a lot of different people, they definitely are looking for the fabulous three, the besties. So Cera is probably keeping an eye out for their three besties, and especially Vole, knowing that Vole is the door next to theirs.
That is how we met, for sure. I've just decided it.
Yes.
Everybody met in
and we're also in the same year, so technically, yeah.
Yeah, you two are the same. Yeah, you two are the same year, which kind of works perfectly.
Yeah.
That makes me very happy. So you two walk in and into your doors at the same time. Eddie immediately hops down and tries to find Scarlet because they've become little best buds.
100%. Scarlet just jumps straight
goodness.
down and does the whole like excited like squirrel movements, and like the tail just poofs.
Vole immediately starts writing about it. Like, The dizzying swirl of red and black. Like,
and then Sarah will look towards, of course, Eddie and just be all excited, like, oh, it's the good boy, it's the good boy. Oh goodness, oh, Vole, hello, and just like move towards Vole.
Cera, 30 minutes. You are on time for you.
Yeah, my family's really difficult at letting me go through the door like early, but you know,
Yeah,
also.
Me too.
But I'm glad that you and I always come out at the same time. That's
It's
always
like-
nice.
It's like a poem. I like it too. Yeah. Do you have a good break?
I did, but I missed y'all dearly. Oh, it's so boring, all the events that my family has to go to. And I know they all like it, but my God. They just like sigh a little bit.
Yeah, it's tiring. I wrote about you while I was away
You
that
did?
you never let anyone feel small, and I tried to remember that when I was away.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, I got you something. And then they'll immediately go
You
into
really
their
don't
bag.
have to.
No, I insist. I got stuff for everybody. Don't feel like I'm giving you special treatment. I am not. You just go back into their bag.
Just that I have a limited suitcase. Okay, here we go.
And they pull out a small bag of freshly baked scones and cookies and hold them out towards Vole. I made this for you. I don't know what your favorite flavor is, but I thought you might like to try a little bit of everything. I just made them today, so.
Did you use magic, or did you bake them in an oven, or how'd you do it?
Oh no, I baked them in the oven. Yeah, I wanted to give that a shot.
Oh, I love cooking in ovens. That's great. It's fun, right? The novelty
Oh yeah.
of it.
I'm just glad you enjoy them. I hope you enjoy them. I don't know. Like, you'll have to tell me what you like about them, what you don't like, so I can make things that you like.
I looked down at the notebook like, there will be an exhaustive list of things that I like and didn't like about these.
Will I share them? That is another story.
Vole instinctively just holds out an arm to you because they know if they don't, you will, and they've learned that this is what we do now. So
Lily interlock the arm and just gently like pats the hand, just like giving you that reassuring, like it's gonna be okay. We got this kind of like vibe.
yeah, it's kind of looking like, yeah, I promise to. It's gonna be okay.
And then they just nod and they'll walk with you, and of course waving to everybody that will of course wave to Cera.
Oh God. Okay. Anyway, come on. And then Eddie just launches onto the shoulder again, like, and I look like a storm cloud next to your flower field, basically.
Hey, we all need a little bit of rain next to our flowers. It's fine.
Yes, I assure you that the looks I'm getting are totally under their control and nothing I'm doing. Probably. I'm not sure. Oof.
Oh, any negative looks, 100%. Cera will look at them funny, 100%.
So it's just worse. It's just more looks. Cool. Vole is buried in their book.
And then Cera will of course look for the other two. We'll look for Dareth and Sybilline.
Make me a roll to see how fast you find them, because there isn't
Oh.
30 minutes left technically until Grand Assembly starts.
Sure.
So can you find them to talk to them before Grand Assembly is the question.
What would you like me to roll?
Let's do charm. You're trying to
Oh.
find people you care about. Seems right.
Question.
What is my DC?
Yes, an 8. Yes.
Oh.
What is your
Can
question?
we say perchance that Morel might be circling the room looking for them because he would like know that his
Well,
people are coming, and probably Cera gives him treats, so he's like,
yeah, absolutely.
hey,
I
Since
was
I have a
legit gonna say
D20
The same
and I
would be
have
for
and
me.
it's
buddy.
a 10, or you said it's an 8?
Mhm.
I'm gonna take half because I have
Perfect.
a D20.
So, either way, I would have absolutely lowered your DC. You can spot Morel. So that's the easy
Uh-huh.
part. Now, instead of looking for two people in a crowd of people that are similar heights and things like that, because you're all about the same age, but Morel is a bit different. And is currently flying, circling overhead, kind of where they are standing, and just
Oh,
looking
brilliant.
for you, so he can sort of direct
Sarah's
you.
super freaking excited. They speed up only a little because of course they don't want to, you know, hurt Vole or like upset Vole or anything. Just kind of like giving that like, oh, I think we found them. I think we got them. Okay, let's go. And then just start moving through the crowd, using their brilliance to just kind of like push a way through. And we'll eventually come up to the two others and just be like, oh, it's so good to see you all again. Oh my gosh, we're all together again. This is so brilliant.
Hi, guys.
Hello. Oh, how was your break? Oh, wait, before you answer, hold on. I got pretzels into the bag.
There's scones of many
Oh,
different
no.
flavors and varieties.
Please don't give me raisin.
You know what? I
Earth
took
is
note of that
gonna
last
wave
time.
morale down. Also,
And they will-
I realize I don't think that the rest of us, I don't know if we described what our characters actually look like. I think we just went straight to
Oh.
personalities.
I just want to say, now that we're all standing together in your hall, and I'll detail as you go into this hall, give me what you look like kind of as you are like actually stepping into your first day.
I think.
okay. No, you! Do it! Do it!
I think the two of you kind of approach, and Dareth and I are probably like, just like in the corner of the hallway, and I'm just like talking with lots of hand motions, very excitedly, until we realize like where you guys are. Like Moral tells us where you are, so I feel like bounding toward you is a petite person. They're about 5'4", and they have big Afro puffs, kinky curly hair, with some heart-shaped hot pink glasses on their head, and they're in their school uniform, but underneath they have like a little blue shirt that has like a pattern on it. They always have like they're always wearing a blue shirt under their robes, but it's like never like just like a button down. It's always like, it always has like a design or a print or something from like the non-Maj world on it. Or like it's a t-shirt that has like a slogan that people are like, what is that? What is a comic book shop? They are, they've got a huge grin on their face. They have blue lipstick that looks perfectly applied. And very little kind of makeup otherwise, kind of a little bit of a blush to their cheeks. Like they're just really excited. And their eyes are like super wide as they just kind of approach you and immediately just like scoop you into like really giant hugs. Miss you so much.
And behind them you see a also very small. So the thing about Dareth is that they are a little younger than you guys because they technically skipped a grade. But they're about 5 feet tall, very small. Really, really long, dark, black hair that is in curls, but like, you know, middle school curls where you don't really know how to take care of them and you keep brushing them out. Like, oh my gosh, if I keep brushing this enough, I swear it will be straight, except it never is. With bright, bright green eyes and like pretty pale skin that almost glows a little bit. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
So it's
And-
really. Sorry, please go ahead. I didn't mean
Oh,
to
and I was just gonna say, and they're back there behind Sybilline, just like, hello. Oh, it's so good to see you. I should give you hugs too. Okay. And they start walking forward. Like,
So
yeah.
Vole, for all of their trying to look small, they're 5'9", so it's really funny that you just jumped into like this, you launched into this hug, Sib, because like they're a lot taller than you. So it's just kind of like this koala situation for a second. But yeah, Vole is
No regrets.
Vole is sheet white and no color to the lips, dark circles like they haven't slept in years under their eyes, 2 piercings with a little chain connecting them on the nosy, and already has an ink splotch on their face, even though they just clean themselves up magically. They just can't help it. They're always writing, and yeah, their hair, they cut it themselves and it's over their face all the time.
For Cera, Cera's definitely bright red hair, kind of just wavy, has a big sunflower in it. They're currently wearing their uniform, but they have sunflower pins on it, and they are wearing like this really like flowy cottony dress underneath, like very very comfy cottagecore vibes in their outfit, trying to kind of blend it together with the uniform. And they are just they have freckles and green eyes, and the biggest thing is on their glasses they have little dangling silver leaves that just kind of come down to with their namesake. So and of course, as you go to hug, Cera will of course take this as a challenge and try to give the best hug that Cera has ever given.
And I feel like Dareth approaches this cuddle puddle from the back and just goes, "Oh yes, oh goodness, okay." I'm still not really sure how this is supposed to work.
I think that you just let whatever they want to do happen, and then you try to be a part of it.
So she's gonna go around. She's literally gonna walk around to the backside of Vole, and it's because they're the tallest person.
Vole has become
basically
a pillar.
The maypole.
Put their face in your like back and just kind of like.
I think that this is how we do this, right? Okay.
Vole mid-hug is crushed and pulls out the journal. Just, love is lightning, and I am the rod, and then puts the journal away.
That's beautiful.
I'm so happy that we're all here. I missed you guys.
It's so good to see you all. Oh, right, presents. Here's some scones for you and some cookies. I baked them myself, also for you. No raisins. Here you are. I took notes from last time. I'm so sorry about that last time.
It's okay. I just ate around them.
Oh, very good, very good. Okay, well, this time no need to worry. I made sure there were no raisins, so you are clear to just enjoy and indulge.
Half the first scone is gone.
Under their breath while everyone's connecting up, like Vole said, Sybilline can see something to love in everyone. Dareth knows how to be alone in the right way. Sybilline can see how to best to love in everyone. Dareth knows how to be alone in the right way. Got it. Okay. Joins the group again.
And Dareth is also going around and patting all of the familiars on their heads and just giving them little like stitches.
So you three have new teachers. That's exciting.
Is it?
We do.
Isn't it?
Yes. Oh no, I forgot.
What if they don't like get it? You know, like I know I'm kind of, you know, I sometimes I require a little extra patience, and I just hope that this new person's patient.
Well, I mean, as long as you advocate for yourself, I'm sure you'll be just fine.
The safest thing to assume is that they won't get it, but be okay with being it anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry, was that was probably the wrong thing to say.
That's not wrong. But also, it could be shifted a little bit.
they just, I think Sybilline stares at you, Vole, and like just without breaking eye contact, takes their little moleskin out of their pocket and just like locking eyes with you, writes it down.
And like in tandem, like in a mirror, we're both writing it.
This is good wisdom. Let us write. To be fair, that is really good wisdom. Actually, somebody should write that down. Quote log, maybe.
No, it's in the notebook. I just don't worry about it. At the end of this campaign, this is gonna look bananas by the end of this.
Actually,
pictures
really
are demanded.
Somebody should give that to like people. Yeah. Well, I guess mostly I'm just concerned about you know, the fact that they're going to be teaching our classes in it, and I don't really know what to expect.
Well, didn't it say in there that they're not technically teaching any classes this year because they're new? I think they're not teaching; they're observing.
Well, I thought that they were helping us prep for them.
Oh,
No?
perhaps. But I mean, it might be more of an informal thing with that. Perhaps maybe they're getting to know, maybe getting their feet wet a little bit, and so maybe they'll.
So.
Yeah, I think
Teachers,
it'll work out okay.
In my experience, teachers really like hearing themselves talk, and they'll probably just explain it over again just to fill time.
That's
That was
possible.
probably the wrong thing to say.
No, it's you. You don't say the wrong thing anyway. You are
Oh, I
wonderful,
do.
Vole. You are fine.
I think
You're very smart.
That is
Like, you're
also
very
incorrect.
insightful, you know,
Very
and I
much
hope
so.
that you're right.
Could we
because
stop this?
Well, I'm honestly
No.
very, very jealous that you three get to bond a little bit over such new faces. I mean, I love, of course, being in Palomore, and I love Professor Cadence, but you know, it's just nice to have something to bond over a little bit. And I wish I could, you know, better understand your experience with this one. But I'm gonna be rooting for y'all 100%.
You can borrow mine.
I don't think that's how it works. I don't think I could borrow professors.
Yeah, but I mean, Vole just said you should just like be what you want, and then people just have to deal with it. So like, you can just be what you want, and people have to deal with it.
Well, I'm very happy being in Palomore. I'm very thankful. Of course, I could meet all of you, but also, like, I do appreciate Professor Cadence.
In my time observing most of the people here, though, no one's ever really been able to turn down an invitation to spend time with you, mostly because it's really hard to be away from you because you're very nice. So they'll probably just want to like go to tea with you or something because
It's true.
you're great, and it probably won't be hard for them to figure it out because they're teachers and they're very smart.
My goodness, you just know how to go right into my heart. Oh, goodness golly. All right, well, that means we're
Like a
all doing
sword.
tea after all of this. 100%. I'm spending this first day with all of you, 100%. Sorry. No one else is getting my attention.
Are you all doing okay? Are you all hungry? Do you have water? Is everyone happy?
I have water. Hold on. And then they just move into their bag. I have snacks, and they'll pull out some snacks. I have water. I have some tea in a thermos as well if you want something hot to drink.
Gareth is gonna slide a pack of like water wipes over the table. Not over the table, under the table. And just like hand them up to oh my god, sorry, Vole.
That's okay. What? Why did you hand me why did you hand me wipes? Why do I need these?
them.
As a spell reagent.
Like, you can clean your hands before you eat.
Oh no! Oh! Right. That makes sense. That makes a lot more sense than what I was thinking of, which was some sort of towel casting magic, which doesn't make any
Oh, can
sense
I
at all.
have one? Cause that, you know what? I might have some flour on my face a little bit from all the cooking and such.
Your face is immaculate, but you may have some of the towels.
Well, and then they'll just take one and then kind of wipe off their face a little bit. Oh, you got a little? And then they'll just kind of gently wipe your face just a little bit.
Why did you do that?
Because your face is so wonderful. I wanted to make sure everyone could see it clearly.
Thank you. I have no idea there's crap on my face. Like, I'm breezing through life.
Mom friend, 100%.
I thought you did that on purpose. I would have told you
What?
if I had known.
Did what?
Was that on purpose? And they look a
Smudge
little bit
on-
upset.
on your-
Oh
on
no.
your face. There. I don't know. I thought it was a look. I had
I
twigs in
did
my
wipe
hair
something
earlier.
off that you wanted
wasn't a
on
look.
your face. I am so sorry.
I touched my face to where it was just cleaned, and the rest of the ink under my fingernails does leave another smaller one in this place. Like,
Do you want me to get that too?
get what?
There's a little bit of ink right here.
It seems that I carry it with me wherever I go. That's
It's
also
a lovely
fun.
trait of you.
I think you just need to wash your hands.
I did. My pen just leaked. Yeah, I just like.
Oh, I hate
There's
those leaky pens. Do you want to borrow mine? And they'll hold out a sunflower pen.
No,
Can I-
thank you. I'm fine.
Can I roll to fix it? Is there a mending spell?
Oh,
If you want to make one up, you make one up.
I want a mending
This
spell.
is so much for this poor kid. Oh god.
But like, also, aren't they probably used to it now because we love them so much and they
God, I
know?
We just
Yeah.
want them to be successful.
you can't stop Cera. You cannot stop Cera.
I know,
Yeah.
the most loving person like ever.
I
No
don't
one
know
can
why,
stop Cera.
other than to maintain habit, why I do try, because we always end up here, and I hold the leaky pen up for Sybilline.
What must I roll?
Make it a brains roll. And I mean, it's a pen. It's like a 4. It's nothing. It's a pen.
6.
Perfect. You're golden. Your pen, which was like obviously the ink is still on your hands from where it had leaked. But there is like it's not that it was mended in a way that you can never tell it was broken, but it's almost mended in this way of like this little piece of pink plastic that has like filled through the crack, and it looks like the same pink of Sibylline's glasses has like filled this little hole.
I hand it back to you, and it has a little dinosaur sticker on the end.
Oh,
Hell
yes.
All are so pure. I love this.
Like, Vole looks genuinely touched. Just, you put a piece of yourself in it.
Well, yeah, I wanted to fix it, and that's what I got. So
It'll be nice to carry you around with me. Thank you.
yeah.
God, y'all warm my heart so much.
It's just like, it's like popping popcorn. You never know when it's going to start, but it's so exciting when it does. I should write that down.
Oh, I think
Sybilline
they just
is-
mean that it's nice to have friends.
Sybilline is checked out. What? There's what? Friends? Yes. Friendship is magical, and it's important. And I'm really happy I'm friends with all of you, and we're back together. And this year, I'm going to be so much tidier. You guys are going to be so impressed. I have a new system.
You have a
I just put-
system?
I just put everything on the floor in piles, and then I just like know where stuff is.
Oh.
Easier that way.
A
Amity,
contained chaos, if you will.
Yes.
Amity looks up at you like you do not remember what happened this morning. Like you just straight up like looks up at you like you have lost your mind.
Like I refuse to make eye contact with her, and in her head she hears, "Stop it!
Yep.
Stop
Right
right
now."
now."
Well, if there's anything anybody forgot, I do have extra notebooks, extra pens, extra goodies if you need them. I got them, 100%. My parents gave me a whole bunch of things. Oh, also, this year I'm trying out they, them pronouns, so I just want to let you all know that.
Oh.
It's weird for me, but I'm excited, and nervous, and excited. And Scarlett has told me that I need to make sure I say it up front and out loud, or I'm not going to go with that. So here we are.
And in your head you hear,
Scarlet,
"Oh my
like-
god, you're doing so good. You're doing so good.
Thank you.
You're doing so good. You just gotta tell people, right?
I
You
just gotta tell
people.
people.
You're doing so
I just
good.
gotta tell- Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing
Your
good.
squirrel
It's
is
not
like
a burden.
the
It's
biggest,
not a burden.
the biggest hype woman in the world is your squirrel.
Yeah.
Just be
Yeah.
prepared.
Yeah.
I give Scarlett a tiny fist bump and like put one little knuckle out.
Oh!
Good job, Scarlett.
Oh,
I'm
my heart
doing
just
really good.
exploded.
I've corrected one person. So that was out of like a bunch. But it's one person. I did that. So there you go.
At the school?
You're
No.
Oh,
Well,
well, how
you-
many people have you corrected at school?
I mean, this is the first time
just
that I'm using it, so I don't think they know yet.
Okay, but
Sarah,
you're gonna do that, right?
What?
You're gonna do that, right? You're gonna correct everyone at school,
They start to sweat a little bit.
right?
I
Said
I
you're
am
gonna.
I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my
Yeah,
darndest.
Okay.
I flipped to a page in
You
my book and
said.
I just I'm just like, Cera always says what they need to say when it's time to say it. They never back down when it's time to say the things that matter. I wrote that about you last year, so I know you
Yeah,
will.
that means like I have to follow it. I will do it. I will do my
Yeah.
best.
Okay.
If
I
anybody
just-
gives you a
sorry.
hard time, we could just turn them into frogs.
Oh no, I don't think
Or
that
we
would be
could
the
kill them.
appropriate.
No, that
Well,
would be wrong.
I don't think these are appropriate reactions.
I mean, they'll be fine. Being a frog, I mean,
Uh-uh.
there's worse things. I was a frog for 2 weeks one time, and it was all right.
Why were you a frog for 2 weeks?
You were?
Why didn't I hear about that? I would have written so much about that.
Because
Why were
my
you a
dad's
frog?
my dad's made me promise not to tell anybody.
Oh.
It was
Wait,
did before I really
do it,
knew
or
what I
did
was-
your dad do it?
It was an accident.
Oh, okay. Wow, that was
I looked at my
concerning.
wand.
Okay.
It was It's fine.
Oh.
I've learned from my mistakes.
Should we start with the texture of food when experienced in the mouth of a frog?
As you say that, like as your questions start, you see all of the professors head up to the front. Like you could see Professor Cadence like kind of like shuffling students around, like making sure to get them all together. And you all are some of the last that stand toward the back of the hall. And with them being up there, they're probably going to start in the next few minutes. So do you all keep talking, or do you all kind of like cut and run to get to your school, like your houses, because you have to sit in houses, right?
Oh, I do have to give something to Professor K. I gotta go, I'm sorry. But hopefully we can meet up soon after that and we can talk over tea.
I'm gonna grab Vole and like start shuffling off.
Yeah, I feel like you guys hear, yeah, okay, we'll see you, bye, from like the other end of the hallway. Like,
I guess we're done talking.
That was fast. I'll see you later. And they just start to wave as they start to walk over to their house.
Well, because Dareth knows that Vole like will literally just sit there forever taking notes unless they like grab them and actually lead them to where they're going.
You've grabbed them, and Vole is writing in the book. Like my dream for Cera
Not paying
is that
attention at all.
but you can see it because I'm writing it really like big. Like my dream for Cera is that they never feel like they need to apologize again.
Okay, we're going this way.
So
as everyone else is like skittering off.
As you all shuffle around, the way the Great Hall is set up, so it's a huge room. Like from the outside of the room, like the way the walls are built, it definitely looks sizable, like probably the size of like just like a high school gymnasium, like the equivalent to what you all would have essentially. All of Void Vault happens outside, so you don't need like an indoor thing for that. So it almost is like the equivalent size-wise, but this is made entirely of stone. The floor underneath you is like a dark wood, and all of the stone on the wall is normally like a series of grays, but right now the sunlight is streaming through the stained glass that makes up one entire wall, and there is one piece for every school. Furwery, Marilan, Palamore, Visora, Yexari, and Aniara. The like light casts sorts of different shadows, but the one very cool thing about the sunlight, in particular to here, is that it will shine the light of each window to where you all sit specifically. It's a cool way for first years to be able to know where they're supposed to go once they've done their whole sorting process. And for you all, that means that of the two very long tables, two long tables that stretch all the way from the front where currently Headmaster Watkins stands, with the twins on either side, there will be Furwery, Palamore, and Yexari in one long table, and then the other will be made of Marilan, Visora, and Aniara. They're like, when I put to you the size of this room as it actually is, instead of like the like gym equivalent it looks like from the outside, 450 students have to sit at each of these tables. That long. It is a room that doesn't go quite as long as the traveling hallway, but it seems to go far. As you all sort of like sit, I would like to ask, do Sybilline and Cera try to sit together considering your houses are right next to each other? So theoretically, if you tried to get in there, you could probably sit at the very end of Palamore and the very beginning of Yexari.
I would, if that would be what Sybilline would want. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think like Sybilline wants to be first in the row. So if first in the row also allows them to sit next to Cera, then they're all over that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. And I assume that Dareth and Vole would probably sit together?
Oh, yeah. I thought
Without a doubt. Yeah.
probably all the way in the back. if they
That
can.
is so correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's perfect.
Backroom kids, hello. I love that.
Yeah.
Backroom kids.
We
That
are
was
the
me.
theater kids all the
We
way
were
in
the
the
back of the
back
room
away
kids.
from everyone else.
Unless
Raise
we
your
couldn't
hand
see
if
the
you
board,
can.
then we were forced to. No, sorry, that was me personally.
It's just
My
because you
horrible
needed glasses, but you sat in the
eyesight.
back of the class anyway because you
This was the
didn't know
worst.
when you didn't
I'm sorry, I'm
care.
talking about myself too much. Too much in here.
Oh, but it's so relatable.
As everybody sort of settles in, Professor Watkins or Headmaster Watkins, who looks probably like mid-50s, early 60s. Like I said earlier, like you all just celebrated his 80th year of headmastering at Briddera. He was was the youngest headmaster the school has ever had. Started when he was 28, and has never given any of that up since. About 20 years ago, he definitely evened out a little bit, according to like rumors around the school. Well, obviously none of you were here. Like some of you have family that had been here, or you know, just rumors that get passed down from year to year and house to house. He sort of stands in front of this extremely long table, and there are chairs all around. The middle, which is like kind of the largest and the most ornate, is for him. There are one on either side that is not nearly as big as his, but does have like the kind of gold that matches his, like the gold filigree almost in the back of it. And then there are two chairs to either side of those that would round out like the head of faculty. None of the staff, but like Professor Axel, Professor Lucian, and a couple of others, we'd all sit up there. So currently, all of the like head staff is up there, which includes those 4 teachers, the twins, and Headmaster Watkins. And as everybody settles in and the room is finally quiet, I need a roll from Vole and Dareth.
Oh, fuck.
And I want to call it brains. Yeah, that's what we're going with.
It brains?
That's what we're
Can we
going with.
call it something
If you okay, so here's what I will put to you in this moment, because it is semi-important. You are essentially performing the equivalency of a perception check. If you want to argue to me that is something else, I will let you try to argue that to me, but I hold every right to say no and make you roll brains anyway.
Okay, it's a 10. It's a 10.
Mine is a 3.
Okay.
Oh boy!
But actually, hold on. Oh, you have something special about it. That would actually help you a lot in this situation.
Interesting.
So, if you would like to use 2 of your adversity tokens to get to 5, I'm definitely going to let you have it.
It sounds like the story is too interesting not to do that. I'll give you 2 of them.
All right, perfect. So as you two both sit here, you're toward the back, closest to the Aniara window. You both in this like deafening moment of silence where every single of the 900 students has gone deathly quiet. You hear 2 different things. Dareth hears a pounding on the window behind you. The stained glass. Like at first it's super light. Like almost not even perceivable. But then in like each subsequent one, it's just louder and louder and louder and louder. If you look at the window, there is nothing there. There is no shadow. There is no like thumping of a tree branch. There's nothing.
Okay.
In Vole, you hear train whistles. They're not loud. A bit far away. Definitely loud enough for you to think that you are close, but not that it is right on top of you.
I grab Dareth's hand. If with consent, of course, if that'd be okay with you.
What?
What happened? Did you hear that?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, the tapping on the window. Like,
What?
you didn't hear that? Why'd you grab my hand?
Because he's watching us. What did you
Who
hear?
is watching us?
Do I hear anything at the window?
No. And the thumping
I don't-
has stopped. It's not happening. Everything is back to the deathly quiet that it was.
The window right behind.
Yeah, what about it? I heard
didn't-
tapping on the window.
I don't see anyone. Should we check?
No, we can't get up now. We can check later. If we get up now, we're just going to draw attention, and you don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
I look to make sure that Cera and Sybilline are okay. And try to find them in the crowd.
Every other student at any table, even the staff, like the faculty, no one seems to have heard a thing but the two of you.
I scribble a quick note about what Dareth heard. And I say, Eddie boy, go find the ones that make me smile.
I was
And
gonna
then-
say, can I send off Morel and see if he can, like, inspect and see if anything happened?
Perfect. So I'm going to inform our friends and you're going to find out more info. Look, we're already doing party tactics.
Look at it go. Anything
What a
with
team we are.
Besties.
any like simple tasks for familiars never need checks. You do not have to roll for that. They get it automatically. So Eddie runs and is like bobbing and weaving through students' legs. Like does not need to take the long way around. Just is kind of darting and gets to the place where Palomore and Yexari meet, where the two of you sit, and he sort of just keeps headbutting into Sarah's leg over and over and over and over and
Cera
over.
just like reaches down, picks them up, and just starts like ruffling up a little bit, like, "Oh, good. Oh, what do we got? What do we got?" And then they'll get the sheet.
Yeah, and it's basically explaining, like pounding at the window behind us, no one's there. Dareth swears they heard it.
Okay.
Like,
And I didn't hear anything. I'm guessing.
No, you did not hear
Okay.
anything.
I'm gonna like lean a little bit over to Sybilline. Did you hear anything?
No.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one. And then I will show the note. I don't think it's cause for panic, but that's weird.
Why are they hearing cool stuff, or we're not hearing anything? I'm just hearing this guy.
You
go
want
on
it? You want to hear? That sounds like a terrifying thing to hear. You want to hear terrifying things?
I mean, maybe.
Literally anything but this.
I think you and I should have a discussion about the safety measures. I'm concerned for you and your safety.
Just have an adventure. It just sounds like an adventure.
No, you know
Sounds like it
what?
could be
That's
cool.
fair. Your desire for adventure and excitement is fair and valid. However, we also need to be cautious and safe, and this does not sound like those two things.
I've at this
Right?
point taken Dareth's other hand and I'm fully casting a spell using my grit to protect my friends just in case.
Go for it.
Like speaking it out loud, very quietly. Dareth will hear it, but like, turn your eyes from us. Don't collect our names yet. I will protect my friends first. You don't want to face me again.
I will write quickly in my little notebook. I'll pull out my little sunflower pen and I'll immediately start writing in this like beautiful like emerald green like sparkly ink, and it'll just say, "Keep calm, deep breaths. We'll figure it out. For now, just try and stay calm." And I will send it back with the familiars and go back to watching what's happening.
Sarah, you gotta use emojis.
I don't think.
Emojis.
Wand, skull.
Which one? Which I'm not that great of an artist. Which ones? And then just go
Do
like,
like a thumbs up.
I'll try my best. It's a horrible drawing, but they try their best.
I
And they
very
get a little
much
smiley
feel-
face.
I very much feel that Sybilline has enchanted stickers.
Oh,
Well, that's
Like
absolutely.
as part of their
Yeah.
as part of their stuff. So they just like
Yeah.
stick it.
Oh,
It's
I
okay.
need to
Here,
get me
here,
some of
here.
those. Oh, good. Okay. And they'll just stick it onto the note and then send it back.
Do you
I
feel
gotta
like
get me
maybe
some of
they could
those.
just like with their wand just take like a boop boop, almost like stamps?
Yes.
Well, Cera definitely is the type that will try to handwrite and hand do things because they feel like that's how you give the most love is by doing things by hand. And so they
Can't say anything. I do that all the time. I do handwritten notes constantly.
yeah, that's just they feel like they give the most of their of their cares and their love through handmade things like the scones and the cookies, but definitely like tries their best to draw the thumbs up. It's not great, but they tried, and they gave a little smiley face next to it.
I love it.
So as you all are doing that, and I assume you're sending Eddie back with the note?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So as you do that, and Eddie is sort of like finding his way back, Morel is obviously up by the window. As he flies up, there's not really anything he can find. There is just like there has always been. In your years here, there has never been a shadow in these windows. Not of trees, not of anything. Not a bird flying by, not an animal around. Nothing. Ever. So he goes to check. There's still nothing. The frame around the window is just as solid as ever. And he even flies down to check like the small plaque that is underneath each window. And it's still just as normal as ever. And he even goes to check the other windows, and they're all the same. And as Morel flies back, you can kind of like pick up Headmaster Watkins' speech like mid sentence, sort of. He started maybe 5 minutes ago, but it's the same thing every year. Welcome back for another term, blah blah blah. This is your Fates exam term, blah blah blah. It's all the same old like bullshit that you hear every time you're here, and for you all, that is boring beyond repair. But this next part, exactly, that is in your head the whole time. The next part, though, is fairly important because you all catch the glimpse of the twins walking forward. Students, we obviously have new faculty this year. They are wonderful individuals. They're best known for their research and their writing. And while they will not teach class this term, they would like to get to know you all as individuals instead of in your classes and in your years. But they are working towards rounding out curriculum and will be actually in charge of this year's Fates exams. They have brought forward some wonderful ideas, things that we will be doing that are new. I know what everybody's used to, and you know that is great, and you all have learned through all of that so much. But we are going to just do something different. But it's about 3 weeks away. Don't worry about it yet. We'll talk about it in class this week, or your professors will. I'll be going around sort of from class to check on you, to see how everybody's doing, if anybody needs extra assistance. But please know that Isla will be in charge of Marline, and Briddera will be in charge of Yexari, and they will join you all shortly for your just sort of seeing your heads of house. We'll break into that after Grand Hall, which actually, unless any of the professors have anything, and kind of looks to the four of them, to Cadence and Lucian, and Axel and Killian, and they all just kind of shake their head like they don't have anything. And so he says, okay then, be off. It was nice to have a short Grand Hall today, I suppose. Welcome back again, everyone, and I look forward to a wonderful term. You can now go ahead and depart, and in your common rooms, your head of house will come find you. And so he kind of ushers, like, kind of signals, like, everybody can dissipate now. You can disperse.
Vole has been casting warding protective magic this entire time, has not been listening, and has not let go of Dareth's hand, has been casting like a mind ward on their friends for like the past 10 minutes.
This is for all 4 of you.
If they can. I mean, they're trying to get as many of their friends as they can.
And this is grit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make this like a tiered success situation.
Sure.
Ooh.
If you hit a 5, you can get 1. And it does not have to be
Oh.
yourself. You can pick anybody you want. If you get a 10, you get 2. If you get a 15, you get 3. And if you can hit a 20, you can have all 4 of you.
Let's see what happens.
Big magic, and you're not even touching 2 of them.
So I have exploding dice. I rolled a 10.
Okay.
Which I have, because this is specifically tied to my guardian ability that lets me add my stats and my magic together to do this. That is going to be, yeah, I hit a 20. I have a lot of bonuses to grit.
All right. Then yes, you do all 4. You and Dareth, like where your hands are holding, what color magic do you associate with yourself?
Me?
Yeah.
Black smoke from a train.
So like from your hands, little puffs of black smoke will come up. Because you know that you're doing this in like a very public place, there are a lot of people around. It's only coming up as like small puffs here and there, like almost like it is escaping from where your hands meet. Like you're holding smoke and it's just coming out little bits at a time. And you can see from across the room, even though they may not notice it, that Cera and Sybilline have like smoke, like just kind of like coming off them in little bits from like their clothes or their hair, or like Sybilline's glasses have like a little bit of like black smoke that kind of like twirls around them. And while they may or may not notice, actually both of you go ahead and give me a roll about it. This is connected to protection, so I'm gonna call it Brawn. Yeah.
Oh, my worst.
Your DC is probably a 10, because it's not something you would notice if you weren't paying attention.
That's the bronze my D4.
Oh no, we're messed up here.
No,
Okay,
I don't.
four.
Also, I don't know if it was
Super.
important to roll the exploding die. I can roll it again if you want me to.
If
but
you want to, and you hit a certain number, I'll just let them have it. I mean, not that it's the end of the world if you don't know.
it's only another 1. It's not. It's not that great.
Sorry, that doesn't help. So yeah, Sorry,
What do I need?
a 10.
How important is this?
I rolled a 2.
Not important enough for you to waste all your adversity tokens. That I'll give
Okay.
you. Definitely.
I got
not
an
important.
8.
Okay, so you both fail, so you don't see it. It doesn't have any sort of smell to it. There is not like any lingering effect whatsoever like some smoke would have, but it's just sort of small black puffs. And by the time that you all have been dismissed, your spell is completed. All of the smoke has dissipated completely, and I will make a note that you all now have a protection spell on you, because it will help you with some things very soon.
All you hear over and over, Dareth, is just Vole under the breath, like, Cera, Sybilline, Dareth, and Vole will not go to the land of the forgotten souls. Cera, like, over and over and over again.
Okay. Are you okay? Yes. Okay. I know what this is. Okay. Are you okay? Okay.
Are you okay? Are you,
Of course I am.
something assaulted your mind? You heard something no one else could hear. Does it still talking to you? Are you?
No, I'm
No.
fine. Vole, you worry too much. I am fine.
If we're free to move, I definitely will go to join the other 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I will look to Sybilline and should we go? We should go and check.
I mean, we should check on them. That was a weird note.
That was a very weird note, and we'll immediately move to go to them both and just like look towards. Well, okay, breathe in and out. You were okay. Everything's okay.
I'm okay, but you're okay.
I'm okay.
You are okay. You're here. Oh, good. I don't know how the long magic's going to last, but did you hear anything? Did anything talk to
No.
you?
Nothing. Was it scary?
I mean, it sounds terrifying the way you wrote it in the note.
Sorry.
No, I mean, that's important that you share exactly what happened so that we could better understand what's going on. But I am concerned. They're just gonna turn to. I am very concerned that you want to be scared and spooked. I'm sorry. I'm bringing this up again.
I just want to know more, and I don't want my friends to have to suffer by themselves. That's all.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I'm just concerned for you. That's all. I'm worried about all of you.
I think we're okay. You don't hear it anymore, Dareth. And there was nothing there. And
are you still hearing something or no?
That's a big
Can I
question.
ask when Morel comes back? Does he give me anything or no?
He basically sends over like, hey, everything's fine, like not something to worry about. Don't know what it was, but because Morel has the telepathic connection to you, Morel could also hear the pounding at the window.
Yeah.
No, everything's fine. Morel says that everything's fine, and I'm fine. So maybe
Eddie,
we're all okay. I promise.
Is Eddie nearby?
Yes,
I
Eddie.
frantically would flip the table.
And he got caught in the horde of students that was leaving, but was kind of able to follow the path that Cera and Sybilline made to get back to you.
There's Eddie boy. We're okay. Sorry.
I promise that we're all okay. Okay. Listen, we're gonna keep an eye out. That was very weird. I'm not gonna pretend like it wasn't, but you can't keep overextending yourself like this. You have to get some sleep. You can't protect us forever.
Should we tell somebody?
As you say, should we tell somebody? You see the twins walking to a door that is sort of near the back where you all are standing. A door you all don't necessarily remember, but it's there, so it must have been there before, right?
No.
Okay. Well, it was just a suggestion. I mean, you all are meeting the new teachers, and I'm meeting Professor Cadence. So I won't tell if you don't want me to.
Can I just vibe check them?
That's a great insight.
Just do a vibe check.
The twins?
Same.
Yeah. You can do it.
They're walking into a mysterious door. It sounds like.
Yeah. What do I roll to just vibe check?
I don't trust it.
I've got no chill for mystery doors.
No.
I'm gonna give you the choice. You can either have charm or grit, because you're looking at them do I trust you, motherfucker? But also, it's based in interactions that you've not super had.
Okay.
Oh boy, that's real bad.
I'm gonna try for charm myself.
Your DC.
What is the DC?
I'm gonna go with 8.
Oh, I rolled an 8.
Perfect. Great. Okay, so definitely
I rolled 6.
Dareth knows nothing.
I would like to forego the vibe check because I am internally listening to see if I hear anything else from the train.
In this moment, you do not.
I hug Eddie so tight and just take a minute.
The moment there is no train whistles, no sounds of trains on tracks, nothing. It is all gone. Because Cera passed the vibe check. I will give you that there is definitely something that is not being said out loud. Something that, them being hired this term is kind of weird. It's third term in. Normally, teachers would be hired when everybody changes years. The two teachers, or they technically are not just teachers, because they will eventually teach, but they're also acting as the co-deputy headmistresses. They've both been hired for the same role, which is also very odd. It's definitely, especially that role is not something they would want to fill until students are changing out years.
Okay. Have they gone through the door yet?
No, they're about to.
Cera will go after them.
Okay. Absolutely.
Sarah's gonna go approach them.
As you sort of walk up on them, they almost seem startled that you have made it this close to them.
Sorry.
Oh, no, sweetie, you're fine. So sorry about that. Hi, I'm Isla. This is Adora. We we know that it's like customary that you would say like Deputy Headmistress Revel, but we're both that, and that's confusing. So please just feel free to call us Isla and Dara. Can we help you with something? I'm so sorry.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm very much a welcome community type of person. I'm in Palomar, I'm sure you could tell with all of me. And I just wanted to welcome you to our lovely school. And I wanted to let you know that if you needed anything, to let me know. Oh, I'm Cera Silverleaf, by the way. So please feel free to let me know if you need any sort of like, student assistance or anything like. I know I'm not part of your houses, but I'm always happy to help where I can. Kind of laying on the teacher pet kind of vibe.
Yeah. And then Adara speaks up at that point. Thank you. We would greatly appreciate any of the help at all. Were actually recommended to us for that very reason.
Oh, I was.
You can kind of see Adara like glance at Isla almost in this way of like, this shouldn't be happening. What's happening right now? We were so thankful for the help. We have about 10 minutes or so before we need to meet with our respective houses as new heads of houses, which is also something we have never done before. So we are just we're going to meet up with Professor Cadence, and she is going to give us sort of a run through of the things we need to discuss. So we're very sorry to run. We don't mean to at all.
No, not at all. Professor Cadence is a wonderful person to reach out to for any sort of assistance. I find them to be a treasure trove of information as well as guidance and just a nice calming energy whenever you need one. By the I'm sorry, but the energy, I'm just a little concerned. Are you all right?
Oh, yes, darling. No need to worry about it at all. Just like first day nerves, I guess. Professors get it just as much as students do.
Well, I can tell you one thing. My friends are all in each of your classes, so I'm sure that they will be delighted to get to know you all, and I'm sure everyone's just super excited to meet with you. I've read at least your bios at least a few times in that lovely pamphlet, and I know that, like I said, I'm kind of jealous that they get to know you a little bit more. But yeah, Cera Silverleaf, whenever you need anything, you call me forward. I'll come running. I promise.
Cera, I am sure we will be seeing much more of each other than you have an idea.
Certainly.
But yes, we will see Vole and Darth and Sybilline quite quickly. It will be great.
I'm sorry, I don't think I named my friends.
You did not.
So you can see that this has caught them just a little bit. I am going to make a roll for them.
Oh man.
What happens?
I was hoping they were going to do that.
Behind you, like I think Sybilline has like clutched the other two, and it's just like eavesdropping, like trying to like hear
Sarah's just
you're
smiling
saying,
politely.
Yeah, Vole has fully put themselves in front of their other two friends. Like, it's kind of this thing that they have to mind
what
to
are
do.
you
Like,
doing? Ow!
Totally oblivious.
To you, they will say, "Oh, of course not. We helped each other memorize all of our students. Quite a bit. 900 kids divided by 6 houses. It's."
But how you knew my 3 friends from the thousands of students that we have is kind of surprising. I hope you won't mind me saying.
Oh, of course not. Just a bit of student learning, wanting to know everything we can about all of you, because there's no other way to help you succeed. If you will excuse us, Miss Silverleaf, I am so sorry to run, but we must get to
No, that's understandable. Yeah, let me know if you need anything.
Absolutely. And they will walk through that door, and as they walk in, Isla looks back at you and can tell you're still meeting her gaze.
He smiles.
She looks a bit freaked out before she walks in the door and closes.
And then Cera will walk back. Well, they knew who you all were, and that means either one thing. They either looked into all of you, or they're looking into me. But they also, apparently, I was recommended to them.
For what?
Well, I offered my normal welcome wagon kind of response of, welcome to the school and stuff, and they said I was highly recommended. I don't know what for, but here we are.
I mean, you
Well,
are really
probably
good.
wasn't your cookies, no offense.
Huh?
No,
Oh, that was rude. I'm sorry.
What was that? I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch it.
No, your cookies are wonderful. That's not what I meant. I just meant that.
Oh, I didn't even hear what you said. They just smile.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
No, don't be sorry.
anyway,
What do you mean they
I
knew
like
us?
I like old Dareth. Like,
It's okay. Just let me tell.
They will turn towards Vole. Well, so when I approached them, I said if they need anything, I also said that my friends would be probably very excited to meet with them, get to know them better, and they named you all by name. And I did not share that information of who my friends were. So either they're looking into me quite a lot, or they're looking into all of us quite a lot. I haven't quite figured it out.
But don't you have lots of friends? Like, we're not
I
your
do.
only
That's why I'm
friends.
surprised that they called you all out. That's the
You're
more.
friends with everybody.
But that's why it would indicate that they're not just looking into you, they're looking into the four of us because you know everybody and everybody likes you because you're wonderful
That's
and kind and
correct.
giving.
Well, thank you. That is where I'm getting at 100%. Because if it was any other friends, that means that they were looking probably more into me. But the fact that they named all three of you by name means that they're probably looking into all four of us. And who recommended me? I'm curious. I'm wondering if it was Professor Cadence. So
But
I might
for
have to
what?
ask her. I'm
But
not sure.
For what? Yeah.
But I can reach out to. I do have a plan. I wanted to give my professor a lovely gift, of course, from after the thing. So I will be meeting with them, of course, with her, of course. But maybe perhaps I can bring this up into conversation.
Do you?
Yeah. Do you need some support? Do you need
And
I mean, I will
Gareth is
never
gonna
turn
kind
you
of,
all
like,
away. I know
point
that you
to
all
the-
enjoy Palamore's house. I mean, it smells just nothing like cookies. It's cookies and bacon breads and flowers and wonderful things. So if you need also a new space, I don't know how comfortable you all feel going back to your houses just yet.
Oh, well, I meant more that, like, if you're gonna ask questions, you just want, like, an extra set of eyes.
And
I would be
Derek is
happy
going to
with
kind
any
of
support
point to
as-
Morel and like point to do one
Yeah.
of those like
I'd be happy with whatever support you all want to go, and you all may come with me if you'd like. Whatever it is you would like to do.
I cast a spell on you two. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I did. There wasn't
no.
time. There wasn't time to ask. If
I
you
will.
don't,
I will place I will place just a gentle hand on Vole's shoulder. I'm sure it's fine, and I believe you would have no other intent but to help us. So don't worry about it too much, darling. It's
It's-
okay.
It's just a mental protection spell. If I can re-up it. I don't like when people can hear things that aren't there.
That's understandable. That's definitely not something that you would want.
In this moment, which of you is closest to the door?
Probably me, because I
Probably
was
so,
walking
you.
away from it.
Give me.
oh no.
Oh God,
I guess I'm just gonna call it brains. I don't.
brains.
Oh,
Okay.
God. Oh no.
Oh God. Oh jeez.
This one's tiered again, I think. If you can get to
Oh.
a 5, you can get
A 5?
Yeah.
So I got a 2.
You have 3 adversity tokens. You haven't used any of them.
Using
I will be using my tokens, yeah, so I'll go to 5.
Perfect.
girls, let's go.
So, as you all
Help
are like
us,
talking
Trout,
about going to Professor Cadence to kind of like ask questions or something, you remember that like you have this eavesdropping spell that Sybilline taught you.
Yeah.
And can slightly hear the sounds on the other side of that door. Not a lot, but a little.
Oh, I will then definitely tap into that.
Go ahead and cast or roll for casting of that. I want to see how well you do it.
Okay. What spell or what skill?
Hey, what skill would you have taught her with?
I would probably have taught I'd say either brains or flight.
Okay, so whatever one of those you would like to pick, I will let you have.
Well, flight has a +1 to it, so I will do that. Let me get my D10 out. Okay. What was my test number?
If you hit a 4, you can hear things. If you hit an 8, you can hear everything.
Oh, I got an 8 plus 1, 9.
Damn. All right, cool. So as you kind of like sneak back toward the door a little bit and you cast, what does your magic look like? Like what color is it?
It's definitely like that vibrant sunny color. And I feel like with the eavesdropping spell, with the sunflower that they wear in their hair, maybe that starts to glow just subtly and actually smells like a real sunflower.
So as you like back away, like closer to the door and cast, you can hear the twins very clearly.
Okay.
There is a third person in the room. It's definitely not Professor Cadence. You would almost bet that it was Professor Axel, but like it's been a while since you heard them speak. They are not someone that teaches every semester or every term. They kind of go back and forth because they teach so many things that there are terms or 2 or 3 terms at a time where students don't ever see them. So that's who you would think it is at the very least. But you can hear a lot of like the shuffling of papers and spreading things over a desk. And you can't quite tell the difference in their voices yet. You've only spoke to them once. But as they start going, you can kind of hear like as one is talking, the other one is like throwing more papers around and shuffling through things and showing things to Axel. We can't be serious. We got these photos 2 days ago. 2. We've been here for a week. This is the first time we're seeing students, and you cannot tell me that this is how we're starting. You can't. This is supposed to take time. Nothing is supposed to go this way. Nothing. And you've seen them term after term after term, and Axel butts in and goes, actually, I haven't seen Dareth in like a year. And she was like, that's not the fucking point. Not the fucking point. They look exactly the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's this whole bullshit of when we see them, we'll know. It is those 4. And I don't know what to tell you now, but time is ticking starting now. We have no time. I give it 2 weeks tops. And then everything comes crashing down. And that's where we're going to end tonight, because I think that's a great place to end.
You can't drop lore and end.
Sure I can.
You got
I'm
to.
a GM, I get to do what I want.
If I may add, at the very end of it, Cera
you
would
can.
not share it right yet.
Okay.
Sarah's going to share it separately.
All right.
Sarah, that's terrible. I
So
thought you
that-
were my
Sorry.
That is news.
I thought you were my friend.
To herself.
I am.
To
That's
their
why I'm
self.
not sharing it out in the open.
Yes.
I want to make sure we have privacy. Welcome to a magic school. I'm sure we need privacy in this matter.
That's
Welcome
true.
to
If you can
this.
eavesdrop, other people can eavesdrop.
Yeah.
That's true. I'll give you.
Thank you
that.
for understanding.
Oh my god. Something terrible is gonna happen.
No, it's
I'm so ready.
Run a sweet stream? That's only happened when I was given a food world to work with, okay? Everything else is my domain, and I get to decide that it is not sweet. But I hope everybody liked the first
It's gonna be
little
fun.
bit. We have 5 episodes after this, so I hope you are looking forward to them as much as I am. Because
yeah.
I am super excited. I just needed tonight to be the long game. And what happens from here? We'll see. But with
Yeah,
that,
we will
I'm...
fucking see. won't we?
None of these 4 have
It's
never played
gonna
with me
be
before,
fun.
and I don't know if any of them have ever watched anything I've done. So they are walking into this blind, which is kind of my favorite thing, because all they get are, "Aw, thanks, Mama Cat. I try my best." I stop when everybody is holding their breath, which is true. So that review and your one about phone booths about me are probably my two favorite pieces of feedback I've ever gotten as a GM, which are don't let Mallorie do things to you near phone booths. Phone booths mean bad things. And now that I stop when everybody holds their breath.
What are you, Doctor Who?
Look, some bad things happen in a phone booth, man. But yeah, that was tonight. Sorry, I'm just like over the moon. It has been like this is the longest pre-production I've ever done on a show, and then the past like week was like a stressful push, but we did it, and I'm very excited.
We're here, motherfuckers! We're here, and we are having the best time.
We are.
Woo!
We're such good friends.
And now, like the new co-deputy headmistresses have like something to hide.
It's totally
and Axel
fine,
told
I'm
her,
sure.
It's fine. I'm sure it's
Regular
nothing
stuff.
to worry about.
Fine. It's fine.
This is fine.
Because
We're
I
all
want-
fine here.
Because I
It's
want
fine.
to.
Oh.
Because you want to what?
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Probably.
I am worried about it. I'm very
no.
worried.
Do not like.
At whatever point in the day, or the next 2, or the next 3, but probably today, the next time you all see your pocket watches, because this, like, the pocket watches are the universal time of Briddera, right?
Mm-hmm.
Each of them has stopped at 1.
Oh.
At 1?
At 1.
Okay. So like an hour after we were supposed to like get there.
No, like 1. You all got there between 2:37 and 3:37.
Oh, sorry.
And
Right.
it's now
Okay.
1.
Okay.
No matter what time you look
Oh.
at it, it is 1.
Okay. That's bad.
Don't like that.
That's okay.
Okay.
Sure, it's fine. I wouldn't
Wrote
worry
it down.
about it. I wouldn't
Oh
worry
yeah,
about
I'm
it a
sure
bit.
it's totally fine, Mallorie.
I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure it's not fine. I've
Don't trust
figured
it.
out. I figured out your riddles.
Mhm.
I wouldn't worry about
I
it
know
a bit.
your game.
I am nothing but a benevolent GM. Kind and definitely
I
would do
don't
nothing.
believe you.
Press X to doubt.
Yes.
Doubt.
And with that, I'm gonna let everybody introduce themselves one more time. Talk about like the things you do in the lovely places we can find you, because I have the most talented friends in the whole fucking world. Before we like cut out for the night, so we started with Vanessa earlier, so we'll start with Trout this time.
Hi, I'm Trout. I played Vole Kaigan tonight and can't wait to play them again next week. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot. My partner Adam and I make Trixie Wizard comics. You can find us at Trixie Wizard on Twitter and Instagram. We're on Tumblr, TrixieWizard.com for our huge backlog of comics. Make D&D stuff. We've made a card game. We make a bunch of stuff. You can find all of our stuff listed on our socials and on our website. It was such a pleasure to be here. I'm so excited to see what's coming next.
And then Candace.
Hi, I'm Candace. I have been Sybilline Brunson, natural disaster. You can find me on Twitter at that Candace girl. You can find me pretty much everywhere else at Candace Magnificent. I should be going live at some point, maybe on Friday, to do some ukulele covers of Pride songs, doing that queer representation. Also, happy Juneteenth. And tomorrow you can find me over at Pink City's Twitch channel doing Dragonbane at 7:30 p.m. You can also see me on Live from the Apocalypse on Wednesday, also 7:30, 8 o'clock p.m. for Blood of the Harvest. And then again on Saturday, I will be over at the Chaotic Wholesome Presents channel running some Flabbergasted, doing a Tiltify campaign for Trans Lifeline. So if you're feeling generous, come on out. There's going to be all kinds of ridiculous donation-based thingies, including a wheel of impressions.
Yes, we'll be there for that. Gonna need that in my life. All right, Hina.
Hello, my name is Hina. I have been playing Cera Silverleaf, a beautiful ball of sunshine. You can find me in many different places, mostly my own channel, over twitch.tv/GMHina, where I run a fully homebrew campaign using Monster of the Week as well as D&D 5e, one being Little Bread Chai, where a bunch of teenagers are trying to stop the apocalypse from a big bad coming in to destroy the world, and also one where the gods are gemstone dragons and our heroes are trying to figure out what the fuck is going on constantly. And I have been super excited for this game. I will also be running a charity event in July with some of these lovelies, where we will be playing Thirsty Sword Lesbians to benefit the Trevor Project. We have a big goal this year, and I'm super excited. But we also will be giving away some stuff from Dogmite, as well as Evil Hat themselves, which I'm super fucking excited about. I'm sorry. So if you want to come check that out, you can come over to my channel again, twitch.tv/GMHina. And that's me.
And then Vanessa.
Oh boy, I guess that just leaves me. Hey. All right. So who am I? I'm Vanessa. I am the co-founder of Fem Gamer Party, which is where you can find me like 99% of the time. I run a morning show on Wednesdays. I run a game dev stream on Thursdays, and on Sundays I run our D&D 5e persistent campaign called Outsiders in Africa, where like shit is happening, and you should totally check us out because it's ridiculous. And that's what happens when you get a bunch of friends together, once a week. It's terrible, actually. We're fun. And actually tomorrow on our channel, which is Fem Gamer Party, excuse me, we are running a Brindlewood Bay charity stream for the Trevor Project. So you should check it out. It's basically grannies solving crimes plus a little bit of Call of Cthulhu. I mean, listen, it couldn't get any better than that. And it's everything that you donate to the stream loots goes towards the Trevor Project. We have some really cool giveaways from Dice Goblin Riddles, and we have a really good dice set from Dice Away. So please tune in tomorrow. I think it's 9 p.m. EST, but I could be wrong. It might be 8:30. Things have changed. But anyway, please do that. It's very cool. We're so excited for doing this for Pride Month. My brain is mush. I hope that you all had a really good time watching this because I had the best time playing it. I am having so
It's been so fun.
Vanessa's screams on stream are one of my favorite things in the world. Do you know how many times in Lake that we would do something and then I just hear Vanessa scream and I was like, this is the best. Like when we took over the company, like all these things, like all of a sudden there's like a squeak that like in my microphone or my headphones make it sound like it's almost behind me. And so I'm like, one day Vanessa will sneak up on me and do that in real life.
Will absolutely terrify you.
Well, scare the shit out of me and I will jump 75 feet in the air. And then there's me. Hi, I'm Mallorie. I produce and write and GM and play and do all the things creative director wise for this channel and sometimes technical director too now. I am a regular cast member over on Eric Frankhouse Presents. I'm in their Dragonlance campaign right now. It is a like 2-night show. I'm on the Tuesday night cast, and Everin is in a kind of a bad spot. What other things do I do right now? I've lost all of my mind. We do Root here on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's like Root based off the board game. Ryan is in chat. He is a GM for that game. And we have a ton of fun, and I play a little Pika named Barry, who is just doing their best in a government coup that she did not mean to be a part of. I am regularly over on Fem Gamer Party right now. I am in Stars and Garters, which is our monthly Thirsty Sword Lesbians campaign, which is a lot of fun. I write games. They're up on itch. I've got a couple out right now. And there was something else that I meant to mention here, and it's gone now. Out of my brain. Thank you, ADHD. I'll figure it out later. But for now, this is goodbye a little bit. Oh, that's what it was. I remembered. I am the community engagement manager for Fem Gamer Party for in December. And I asked about it on Twitter, and I got a lot of suggestions. But this is me doing it again. If you know of a game, dice, accessories, books, digitals, people that are super creative and are good, like streamers that you like to watch do things, please send all of that my way. I am in charge of all of the sponsorships and donations and things like that, and I'm also kind of helping get the list of like potential players and GMs and things like that. I'm kind of like just building an ultimate spreadsheet and then handing over the parts that aren't technically my job and going, hi, here, I gave you things, it's a present. So if you have suggestions, please let me know. You can DM the Homebrews and Homebodies account or mine, or put it underneath my thing on Twitter, and just let me know, because I am gonna ask every single person that has been suggested to me. It's a lot of them, but I don't care. I'm asking every single one. So I think that's the last thing for me now. Like I said, Root is on Wednesday. We will be here for that, so we'll see you then. And if you want to see more of these 4 magical students go through who knows what, honestly, you come back here next Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you'll get to see for yourselves. So we will see you later. Love yourself, take care of each other, and go have a super magical night. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye! I did it! Honey, go. You're fine. You just got back from vacation. You have a small child that's not back in daycare yet. Like, go. You're good. What is happening? Oh, it's mine. Fuck. See ya!